Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Movie Dumpster 2023 year-end wrap-up.
Crazy to even hear you say those words.
Dude, it's crazy. Look at us. We're like two Christmas angels in our white shirts.
I got Griswold on mine. He's coming with the chainsaw.
I just got a plain white tee, dude.
Okay.
Hey there, Delilah.
A baby New Year over here. You're ready for the New Year.
I
am.
am.
Diaper.
I'm so fresh,
bottle.
so fresh, so clean. Coming at you like what's his face? You remember when that
Baby
guy?
Herman?
Remember? Yeah.
Roger Rabbit.
My stogie.
I'll be in my trailer. Rewatched
me,
it recently. God, I love that movie.
Man, that fucking movie rules.
So good.
I was gonna say the guy from Cabin Boy.
I wonder if I ever saw that.
You never saw Cabin Boy?
Mm-mm.
Holy shit! With Chris, what's his face? The guy from I forget the name of the show where he's a paper boy. I don't know why I'm fucking blanking. He's in something about Mary. No, it's a comedy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Chris Kattan?
No, not Chris Kattan. What the fuck was I gonna say?
I don't know. Great start to the show.
Anyway,
how's everybody doing? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Oh, so in Cabin Boy, the guy, the guy
Finish
dies. He falls overboard. And he comes back and he's in a white suit and he's like, hey man, how you doing? I know you're fucking tripping balls because you're dying at sea on this raft with nothing but chocolate milk and cooking oil. You got to see it. It's great.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll talk about it.
Sure. Yeah, people in the chat saying I gotta watch it. Daniel Belcher saying gotta watch it. Oh, it's Chris Elliott.
Chris Elliott, there you go.
Oh my God, it's probably great. Chris Elliott's hilarious.
Oh, it's fucking great.
He is one of the most underrated comedians. I feel like I've even mentioned that on the show before.
I think so. I mean, he's great in Groundhog Day and stuff.
Schitt's Creek, he is hilarious.
I never saw Schitt's Creek.
He is the ancestor of the shits. I forget his first name, Ralph Shit or Ron Shit or something. He's hilarious on that. He's like the mayor or something. I forget.
Brian James is also in that movie. And there's a lot of people in that movie. It's fucking great. I think Letterman's in it as like a cameo.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Let's say hello to everybody and let's get this cooking. We got Nicole Merrill. What's going on? We got Evan Austin. Schreiet Starter. I guess that's it. Schreiet.
Oh, we got Daniel Belcher. John Browning's in here.
Oh, hold on. The Schreiet Starter or S Riot Starter is streaming. It was a half hour into their new year. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year
for you.
Not quite there for us on the East Coast of the U.S. of A.
Yes.
Connor, how you doing, my good friend? How you doing?
What's up, buddy? Thanks so much for coming to hang out. I'm sure everybody's loving that in the chat.
Yeah. Corey Tiger's here. Bill's here. Dustin from the Flicks and Friends podcast is in there, I see.
What's up, dude? Daniel B is here. The Belcher. Gordy Belcher's cousin.
It's actually a different Belcher. We got Daniel Belcher, and we just have Daniel B.
Oh, Daniel B and Belcher are two different people.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. The
dumpster's filled with people with very similar names because we have a lot of people in here, a diverse crowd.
And sometimes they merge together. Remember the whole Meshack Taylor and John Hughes debacle?
That's a good point. Even the fans.
Of yesteryear? Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Dumpster dwellers get sucked in the Buchanan. They don't even realize it.
No.
They get sucked in.
Absolutely not. Who else is in here? What's up? Parker's in. Did you say Parker already?
I don't know if I did, but
dissect that film, which we'll get into shortly. Daniel Baldwin's here.
Hey, what's up,
folks?
Baldwin?
The Baldwin himself. He's gonna fucking dolphin dive right into your fucking house, right through your television.
He's gonna tell you to get in the car.
Don't fuck with him.
Yeah. In Pursuit. We need to do something else with that one day. It's a movie.
We got to do that other Coolio joint, dude.
We've been talking about that for a couple years now.
I think we should just pull the trigger call today.
What is it?
Stealing Candy.
Stealing Candy. Yeah. Daniel Faw.
Faw, who is not Daniel Baldwin.
No. Wicked Tuna, welcome. Julie, welcome also.
Julie is here. She's in the chat there.
Richard Kimball's here, our lawyer.
Our attorney at large, yeah. Well, that just fucking jumped.
Yep. William Blasco, welcome.
There we go. Charlie, did you say Charlie?
You just did.
I just did. Glenn Harris, how are you?
What's going on,
Glenn? Jesse Caffin, Video Villa. We got Becca and Logan in here. What's up?
Grizzlehorn's here too.
One or both?
Yes.
Grizzlehorn, Sean Laughlin, Ultra Liger, RJ Godzilla.
Yes.
What the fuck is up, everybody?
I saw another RJ in there earlier. I don't know if we remembered to say it or not. And to everybody else,
welcome. And we hope you had an awesome holiday.
Yep.
And we're in that weird space in between where we're going from Christmas to New Year's, and everybody still wants you to fucking work and do all this other bullshit in between instead of just leaving you alone. But,
the world doesn't stop.
The world doesn't stop, unfortunately. Do you remember?
Like the Twilight Zone episode.
No, do you remember when we were kids, or when I was when I was younger?
Yeah.
I don't know if I just took off, or I always was like, Christmas was always like, oh, it's a week. Yeah, fuck it. We're not coming. We're not coming back for the new year. You good for you. You finished your work. Good. Goodbye. And then that's it. And then the fucking shit shut down for a week, and that was it.
Depends on the job.
I guess it depends on the job.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I only say that because I feel like I haven't had an actual fucking break at all.
Right.
Like, I don't think I even took a vacation. I don't remember taking a vacation this year.
I mean, I took one in December. I usually wouldn't do that at the end of the year, just when it worked out, when I could go on vacation.
Sure.
But yeah, that was like the first one I took in a long time. Like, actual vacation, went somewhere.
No, totally. And like, sorry, it sounds like I'm complaining. It's just like,
I get what you mean.
It's just like there's no lull. It was just like, and then we're going right into the new year, and I'm like, fuck, wait, looking back, like, oh shit.
Couldn't even relax for a moment. Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'm relaxing right now with all these fine folks and my best friend here. So we're sitting there, we're chilling, and we're talking.
Drinking some Mad Elf.
Whoa, careful.
I got the Naked Elf on my end here.
Granny took my clothes. What do I do?
Dobby's the Naked Elf.
Dobby's totally the Naked Elf. He's running around with a Santa hat over his fucking dog.
He's looking for that sock he got from Lucian Elf. It's my sock.
He's like Ed Begley Jr. running around the fucking Wizard's Castle with a sock on his dick.
From Meet the Applegates.
Meet the Applegates,
God. Yeah, imagine Elliot hitting him with a fucking rolling pin. Get the fuck out of here. Covered in clothes.
Chasing him down the fucking, I don't know, hallways, I guess.
Talk about another movie. I don't like to recover material straight up, but like maybe like in a commentary track or a watch along, got to go back down the Alley-Oats rabbit hole.
Okay.
What was the name of that movie again?
The Boneyard.
The Boneyard.
So we were gonna do that for Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving thing.
Oh yeah, because it is weirdly lands on Thanksgiving. It's like mentioned. There's like a turkey in the background.
Dude, it's like a periphery turkey decoration on Poopin' Platz's desk, and it's like, oh, okay, that's a Thanksgiving movie. But we did Sweet Home this year for the watch along.
Yes, Home Sweet Home.
Or Home Sweet Home, excuse me.
Two different things. We did do Sweet Home, the Japanese movie, as an actual episode. But yes, you're right.
The wires are getting crossed in my brain.
Well, I mean, they have similar names, to be fair.
This is also true. I'm kind of coming off a cold. If I sound a little bit nasally, I came off a cold, started to feel better, and then went right back into the shit.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, indeed. I think my father-in-law had a cold. My little niece had a cold. My niece and nephew had a cold, so it was bound to happen.
So what you're saying is I should have worn a mask. Okay.
No, you're fine. I'm on the ass end of it now. I've been taking that fucking Zycam. I've been shooting the fucking Afrin. I'm good to go. I'm all lit up like a Christmas tree.
You know what I saw a commercial for? I didn't even know this existed, but like emergency, like you could take.
I take those too.
Yeah, to prevent like getting sick, or it helps like boost your vitamin C or some shit. Yeah. They have them like in little packets now, like these little shakeable break open packets. Like, or take your emergency on the go.
Oh, really?
In case you forget your cup of water in the morning.
You don't need to mix it or anything? That's kind of neat. It's like a Jello shot or something?
I suppose.
The emergency Jello shot.
No alcohol included.
No alcohol, I guess. Oh, I see a bunch of good Christmas presents in the chat here. What was that?
You said you saw it.
I saw them. Well, let me see. Connor got a Pow Kitty X55 for Christmas. Is that like a Red Ryder BB gun? No, I know what it is.
It's like a hack system.
It's like a hack game emulation system. So that's fucking awesome. He's got 10,000 ROMs. Is that what that says?
I think it says 10,000.
Holy shit.
Well, if you think about some of those consoles, because I use like a mixer at work. I feel like or not a mixer, a mister. I use it at work occasionally. I feel like I don't talk about this a ton, but like I work for Cinemassacre.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I'll need to get like some oddball game footage to like insert into an episode or a video, and it's like, all right, break the mister out, and it's like, it's got like every console up to like maybe not up to PlayStation. I think the one Connor has, he was talking to us over text message, actually gets PlayStation games, but the one I have goes up to like maybe Super Nintendo, but it's got, oh my god, it's got like 1,000 games. Yeah, but I mean, 2,000 games on there, arcade games. It's got everything on there.
But to that point, it's like some of the prices for those games are like astronomical.
Well, if you were to buy the copy, that's true.
Like something we don't do. Like if I don't have a tape, and it's like if we did the Prowler, that fucking tape is like $350.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't have that.
You
film.
happen to have that. I think was a Prowler or not Prowler, it was the Burning or something. You had that weird tape that you didn't realize was expensive, but it actually is. Was that
Oh
Burning?
yeah, that was the Burning. That was
Okay.
the UK pre-cert one. But my point is
Yeah.
if we were gonna review the Prowler, I'm not gonna go buy a $350 fucking tape to be like, look, we have the VHS here. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
not for that purpose.
that's also
right.
like a Grail thing, different thing. But you get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No, I do,
And
yeah.
in turn of the video game stuff, like you're not gonna go buy a fucking cart that's $150 or $200 when you could just
Well, especially
you know.
for like a 5-second clip of
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers 3. No, I just played the game for fucking 20 minutes and then I just inserted the clip. You know, yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah, 100%. Somebody said they got Inframan stuff for Christmas. Sorry. This is correct, right? Live chat? Yeah.
Yes.
I changed it before we jumped in here. Somebody said they got Inframan stuff for Christmas, and that's a Merry fucking Christmas to you. I got a couple up there. Oh, no, that's Spectreman, excuse me.
Spectreman,
Inframan is different. That's just a Tokusatsu movie. It's not a series or anything. That's a great one, too. So, yeah, this has been one hell of a fucking ride this year. We it was like strong, and then it went down, and then it was like
Wow.
we're coming back, and then it was like down, and you know we said it throughout the episodes and live shows and stuff like that. It's just been a fucking roller coaster ride, and it's been a roller coaster ride for everybody, as we're coming to find out. And like a lot of our friends, just side note, like a lot of our friends and stuff have just been like having a hard time, feeling like they're not doing what they should be doing, or not doing enough, or feeling not fulfilled or bad about it, or what have you. And it's just, I think, just dealing with that myself. I feel like it's a side effect of the oversaturation of social media and the constant demand that you feel obligated to fulfill, you know? And like, even like 7 years ago now, Jesus Christ, we've been doing it for that long. It didn't
Right.
feel
It'll go-
as demanding then.
Yeah. I mean, you're totally 100%
You
right.
know?
I just can't think about it that way. I have
No,
to
I
like
know.
separate it in my brain, but I can 100% see why you or other people in general would that would bog you down, because it bogs a lot of people down. And I'm not saying I'm immune to it, but I really
No,
make
sure.
a point to try to separate it because it would drive me insane.
Well, it's hard
for
when
that
you,
reason.
It's hard when you have a fucking show
know,
and
it
you're
is,
entertaining
it
people, and
is.
you're like, oh, I need to post on Facebook. Oh, I need to post on, excuse me, live
YouTube.
stream burp, baby, 2023, last one of 2023. Maybe not the last one, but the first one of this show.
Of this show, yeah.
You know, I gotta post on Instagram. I gotta post on fucking Threads. I gotta post on Twitter. I gotta fucking post on YouTube community tab. I got you. It's not
well,
just like
X is sorting itself out, so that might work itself
Sure,
out by next year.
sure.
But yeah, no,
we've
I
actually
feel
got
ya.
a decent amount of like nobody fucking looked at our Twitter, and like it's actually
No.
gets pretty, like people are seeing this stuff a little bit better.
Thanks, Elon Musk.
Question mark.
Oh, I can't believe I just.
I'm not
A little.
contributing that to Elon. I'm contributing
I know.
that to all you fine folks.
Sure, yeah.
that found
was,
the
that
show.
was a horrible joke. Made me ill.
Fuck him. I don't care. He can buy and sell me 900 times.
Yeah, but
900 million times.
I feel
probably.
what you're saying though. It's also like that time of year, like you're trying to be cheery. It's the end of the year, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's just life might be punching you into the dirt.
Oh man,
And I can relate on some level.
Yeah.
I don't want to go deep into it, but I definitely had a personal tragedy in my life
Yeah.
recently, and that was part of the reason why I may not have been on some live events. And everything's okay now, but I don't want to really expand on it. But if you were wondering, hey, why wasn't Sean on a couple of these watch-alongs? Yeah, things weren't great for the end of 2023 for me. But overall, I think the show, we had a lot of good times. I think we covered a lot of really good material. We met and talked to a lot of new people, and did episodes with people that we've been trying to get on for a long time.
Yeah, and we did some like live show stuff, which was pretty
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
incredible. And I guess just to cap that off, just to put the point on it, it's okay.
Yeah.
Take your time, have fun. I was talking to Dusty the other day. Have fun. Make sure you're having a good time doing it. You don't owe anybody anything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like if you need to take some time, or like something's not coming out when you want it, or you're fucking freaking out because you need to get this thing up. You don't want to disappoint people, but like one big thing we've seen this year is everybody understands. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody understands that, and the people that matter understand. That's a better way to say it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So yeah, don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat, and
Try
we're
not
all
to.
just
It is
fucking
hard.
working through. And just know that we're here for each other, and you're all here for each other too. So don't forget that.
Yes.
The Dumpster Dweller community. But on that note,
Yes.
do you want to talk? Let's talk about some of the fucking cool shit we did this year. The good stuff, if you
Yeah.
will.
Oh my God, there's a lot.
The sweet slices of cake. that we got
I always
cooking.
wish we did more at the end of the year. That's like my one thing. I'm like, oh man, I wish we did more. And then I look at like the list as we're like getting ready for the live show, and it's like, damn, we did a lot.
I did the same thing. I was like, man, I'm not fucking doing enough. Like we're not putting out enough. Like fuck. And then we're talking about it, we're like, fuck, there's not many. We did that many things this year because it's not just our show. Like we did other people's shows, we did live events, all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty crazy. And we had to make a list because there were so many, and like we didn't want to forget anybody. And if if we did forget anybody, please let us know. I don't think we did, but let us know.
We really thought about it, so we hope we did not.
Yeah, and I guess we can start at the top. Before we talk about like our show, I want to talk about some other people's shows want to talk about some other people's shows that we've been a part of this year, and just wanted to give shout outs to because they're fucking crushing it too, and they're working so hard and they're doing such a good job. So yeah. So I want to just right out the gate, the two freshest ones are definitely Mr. Lobo at Cinema Insomnia. Him and his team, him and Aaron and everybody, his whole team at OSI 74. I mean, they've been like fucking killing it. I mean, he's doing such a great job. I'm so proud of him. He's back on television.
He was talking about that when we had him on for the Applegate.
Yeah,
That's
he was on for the Applegates episode. He was talking about that. Like, that's fucking crazy.
In the Philly area, Philadelphia.
Yeah, in the Philadelphia area. So like super happy for him. But I got to participate in a few things this year with him. And the two, I can't remember. I didn't do Gurney this year, right?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm living in the fucking Twilight Zone, folks. If it wasn't last year, it was this year. That seems like a summer thing.
I know he had the Cyberpunk special earlier in the year, and then he had a most recent thing that you're about to talk about. But beyond that, I don't know.
You guys know, but I'm going to mention it anyway. But I was Gurney Gonax.
That might have been last year.
I think it was. It might have been last year.
Yeah.
I think it was last year.
The Bernie Lomax.
The
Parody,
Bernie Lomax
right?
parody.
Yeah. I think that was last year.
But I did the Cyberpunk special. And Tony from Hack the Movies is in that.
Yeah.
And they did not Zardoz. What's the other one? The one with Jesse the Body. Is that Zardoz? No.
I forget. It's on the tip of my tongue. Look it up. It's on their
Jesse
channel.
the Body Ventura. It's like the Terminator ripoff. Anyway, so I was just myself in that episode. Tony was the fucking guy who like goes to the future and shit. He kills me in the episode. It's pretty funny. But most recently, Mr. Lobo also covered Silent Night, Bloody Night, which is really fucking cool because I was on the phone with him and we were talking, we were just bullshitting, and he was like, "Oh, we're doing that too." So we were talking, and I ended up doing the voice of Marianne on the phone. You know, the voice that talks like.
Oh my.
So
the creepiest part of that film,
yeah,
for sure.
Oh, 100%. So we got to do that. That was really fun, and that's his X-Mess, naughty X-Mess special. So go check that out for sure. My phone keeps shutting off, so I'm going to fix this right quick. Live on the air, baby.
Oh man, this is like what happens when we go to film an episode, and I always forget to do it on mine. I'm like trying to read my fucking notes.
And it keeps shutting.
And I'm like, all right, hold on,
dude. I swear to God, I fucking flipped this up and I put never like sleep or like shut off or lock or whatever, and for some reason it didn't do it, so I fixed it.
iPhone side tangent, I suppose. I've realized if you do that when you're on low battery mode, it won't let you do it.
I got a full boy. I'm stacked.
Yeah, so you're just user error, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess I fucked up. I done fucked up.
We'll continue.
So yeah, so those were two cool things for Mr. Lobo and Cinema Insomnia and OSI 74. If you guys check them out, he's definitely on Roku. He's definitely on YouTube, and again, he's on broadcast networks now. Right. Public access television, is that what that's called? I don't know.
So yeah, right.
Go follow him and check it out. He'll tell you all about it. Ask him about it. He also does a really cool like thing where he is now doing live shows where he's doing like
on Twitch, right?
Like cartoons for kids and stuff, and doing like drawing sessions and stuff. It's really fucking cool. And he's got a new character that he does with that. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember the name, but he's in like a spacesuit.
Yeah, I've
So
seen
it's
pictures
very
of
neat.
that.
He was telling me about that, and that's doing well. So I'm happy for him. And then another one that's super fresh is I was on Dissect That Film with Parker and Dan and Angela, and we talked about Bloody New Year,
Hmm.
the the British classic question mark. Go check it out. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but go check it out. Dissect That Film. They're on YouTube and everywhere you get your podcast. Most of you guys know who we're talking about, and they're in the chat right now, so you can
Yes.
say hello if you'd like. What else we got cooking?
There's a lot on that list.
There's a lot on this list, so strap the fuck in. Shout out to Screaming Soup.
Oh yeah,
And Dead West for
that was crazy.
that was like something that was so bizarre because like
Having us play those characters, just if you didn't know, it was an animation of us as Cumdar and
Corpse Fucker.
Corpse Fucker.
But before we get to that, I want to note
sorry.
that like they're like the leading animated horror podcast.
Right.
I'm pretty
show.
sure they won a silver bolo from
I think they did
from
yeah.
Joe Bob. So like that's fucking incredible. And for somebody like that to come to us and be like, hey, we want to collab, that was like fucking like, what? What do you mean you're going to animate two characters that we came up? What do you mean?
And they
we get
put
to
us in there,
voice
too.
them, and we're like in there with Tony, and Tony was in there too.
Oh
and Mummy
yeah,
Cop.
Tony is Mummy
or
Cop.
Mummy Cop rather. Yeah,
Yeah, that was funny.
So like that, like completely, that was one of those moments where I was like, holy shit, like that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So that was really really cool and really special that we got to do that, and that we're immortalized in cartoons.
You get spunked on.
Oh yeah, big time.
By Cumdar of all people.
So that was pretty rad. What else we got cooking here? We did cinema trip reviews with Wyatt.
We toked up.
We did. We fucking hit that Labrador, man.
Man, we got to do that next year. Just side note, not to take anything away from Wyatt, but we got to do that fucking episode.
Maybe we'll do like Nice Dreams or something.
No, we already talked about it. Evil Bong. We're gonna get high. That whole thing on Patreon.
That's a Patreon exclusive.
But yes, we did.
Can't do that publicly.
No, but I would love.
That's a paid
we gotta
thing.
do 420. Look forward to it.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my fucking my joint in the ground.
I'm not fucking hitting a bong, dude. I'll go insane.
Oh, well, we'll hit a joint.
Yeah, I'll smoke a joint, sure.
Anyway, yes, we did join Wyatt on the Cinema Trip Review show to talk about, I think it was Up in Smoke.
It was Up in Smoke. It was the first Cheech and Chong movie. And that was really special because, like, that was like something my dad watched growing up. And, like, how we
talk about it on there.
Yeah, we talked about how, like, the handoff, the cultural handshake and age gap thing. And how they've kind of like stood the test of time, and they're in they're incense holders and they're rolling papers and they're fucking it's a whole thing.
They're relevant. Yeah,
A
exactly.
cultural in the cultural zeitgeist forever. There will always be a motherfucking Hot Topic, a Cheech and Chong t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you hear on the radio, everyone, not that I listen to too much radio, but every once in a while it's like, yeah, I got my edible chewables. It's like, all right, there, Tommy Chong. Okay.
Whatever you say, kiddo.
Yeah.
And you were on Stevie's Brain Rot, which we did Brain Damage first together, but you want to talk about that? You did Toby Hooper's Eaten Alive.
Didn't like that movie very much.
Yeah, really?
I can't even really remember why. I think it was just like kind of slow, but I'd have to go back and listen. But yeah, join Stevie, which is more the larger point over on his show, Brain Rot. You can check that out. We have it on the YouTube. We do have like a YouTube playlist. It's called like Movie Dumpster and Friends that has like all of these. But yeah, you can check him out also just on wherever you get your podcast. And he actually has a video version of his show he just started recently.
Yeah, congratulations, Stevie. That if you're watching, that's so fucking cool. He did they did elves.
He did fucking elves.
They did elves and something else.
I
and
watched
he's like dressed like an elf.
I watched a little bit of his elves. I didn't get too deep into the episode, but he's in the elf costume and he's like, I just want to apologize. I didn't know. I agreed to the costume before I watched the movie.
Yeah, he never saw it.
And it's like, whoa, yeah, I can understand that viewpoint, Stevie. But yeah, that was fun. I'd never seen that film. And what was that? Toby Hooper's second film? Or
I think it was.
film?
I think it was Toby Hooker. Toby Hooker. Jesus, that's a different guy altogether.
That's his cousin.
So I think it's Toby Hooper's second film.
Yeah.
I think that's the first one off of Texas Chain.
Right. I see it. It's kind of escaping me because I wasn't crazy about it, but I remember liking elements of it, but the whole picture not working for me. But it was fun talking to Stevie about it either way.
That one, I was sick. I think I was sick a few times this year. I wasn't feeling well or some shit.
Yeah, something came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that That was one I wanted to talk about because you got like a young Robert Englund in there. You got
right.
That's where
He's one of the better parts of the film.
That's where the "I'm Buck and I like to fuck" line comes from.
Like the alligator or croc or whatever it is like killing people. And there's a couple there's good kills. I just think the plot is just so paper thin. It's almost like, what are we doing here? But it's not really the point.
You kind of got to look for it a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's there. I'm not saying it's not there, but
we can talk about it a different time.
Sure, but yeah.
But Funhouse is one I'd like to do. The Funhouse is one.
And a couple people in the chat, like Daniel Fawcett, Life Force is so good. That's another one I'd like to
Life
cover
Force
eventually.
is great as well. Yeah, Space Vampires, sure. Just real quick. I guess I just want to take a little break in between.
Sure.
After we're going through this, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna talk to you guys a little bit, and then we're gonna go back to some other stuff we're gonna talk about. But somebody said favorite full moon movie. Where did I see it? Sean Laughlin says favorite full moon movie. Just real quick, I just want to get that out of the way. Puppet Master, baby. It's the one that started it all.
I don't know enough of the titles off the top of my head. Which one's full moon? Which one's I'm still bad at that, so I guess I'll just say Puppet Master.
We're gonna be talking about some more full moon stuff. We're gonna go dipping into the Charlie Band universe. Speaking of which, we were on Puppet Masters and Castle Freaks.
Oh yeah.
With Jared and John, or excuse me, Jared and Steve. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Jared and Steve for Demonic Toys 2. And that is certainly a movie. And I think like on that episode we talked about it, and it was like one of those things where it's like I love Demonic Toys so much growing up.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, fuck, all right, Demonic Toys 2. And it was like, oh, there's cool new puppet or cool new toy or whatever. And then it was just like, oh, yeah, it's that full moon. It's the latter full moon.
One of the worst movies I've ever seen. I think I straight up say that in the episode.
It's not one of the worst movies.
Fucking really bad.
I mean, it's not great, but it's not one of the worst ever.
I mean, okay, it's not in the top. It's not in the worst 100, but it's not good by any stretch. We talk about it in the episode. I did kind of feel bad that it was a movie that I'm just shitting on for an hour, but there was really very little nice I could say about that movie. But I guess go check out the review. I think there's some interesting ideas. Like what's his face is kind of good in that. We talked about who died last year.
Oh, the comedian, yes.
Leslie
Jordan. Is it? No, not Leslie Jordan. Is it?
No, it's not. Shit.
Leslie Jordan.
It's not Leslie Jordan. Oh, it'll come to me. He was on Will and Grace a ton.
Yeah. He's like the flamboyant Southern man. I forget his name.
Yes, he's very good in that. And there's some ideas there. Again, I think you might have been less harsh on it than I was, but
I kind of like give it a pass.
Horrible effects.
I kind of give it a pass because they were still trying to make movies, even though everything was crumbling around Charles Band at the time. So I'll give it that. I wish it was a different movie. Like I wish we got, because I feel like Full Moon's kind of been on a bit of an upswing, especially with William Butler's stuff. Like he's doing the Miskatonic University stuff, and he's doing Baby Oopsie Daisy, which we talked about doing. We haven't reached it yet, but we're gonna do both of those movies together in some capacity to talk about it. And we're finally going to release that motherfucking Chunky Chicken shirt that we advertised like 2 years ago. It's just been sitting there. And we were like, because we want to coincide with the release. So everybody's like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if I actually did say this already. Leslie Jordan. Did I say Leslie Jordan?
It is Leslie Jordan.
Okay.
Then who am I thinking of?
But anyway,
Leslie Jones? Is that who I'm thinking
You're
of?
probably thinking of Leslie Jones from Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or that 2016.
Then that's my fault. I apologize.
Who's, again, the best part of the fucking movie.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
She was so great in Coming to America 2. I thought that show.
Oh, was she? Okay.
Did you see that?
Nah.
I thought that was hilarious, man. Who else we got? Of course, we got Flicks and Friends. Okay.
Yes, Dustin, Sean, and Paul. We also had Dustin on for an episode for the Red Clover episode. We're talking about what's his face's fucking honey, pouring honey on pancakes.
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane, from Demon Knight, of course.
Billy Zane, yeah, dude.
What a weird movie,
man.
With that elf, or I guess it was supposed to be a leprechaun.
It was a Lucia Payne. John, it's a fucking Lucia Payne from Ireland.
We need Grandpa Van Damme to take care of that one.
I don't know.
That was a weird movie.
Dude, he's gonna hit it with the fucking Elphinstone. I think we talked. Yeah, I think we talked.
We probably did, but I went on the show twice to talk about From Dusk Till Dawn.
I missed that one too. Fuck me.
Yeah, and then we did top 5 80s horror films.
Also,
so if you want to know my top 5, you gotta go listen to the Flicks and Friends podcast.
We did have a discussion about it. I just I missed the episode. Bummer.
Yes.
Cinema Psychos show we were on
Yes.
with Brian and John. We talked about Virtuosity.
Oh God, the Russell Crowe movie where he's amalgamation of like 1,000 serial killers and murderers. Or
I
whatever.
really like that movie.
Yeah,
And the Denzel
surprisingly.
Washington's in it. That's like one of Russell Crowe's best fucking roles.
It's
Hands down.
alternate universe Lawnmower Man. Like the plot's totally different, but like there's certain elements that are kind of similar.
You also get like a mini Pope's Exorcist review in that too.
I still haven't seen that.
Dude, you like
Should I just watch it?
just watch it.
Okay.
Like Pope's Exorcist is like it's just B movie bullshit.
Okay.
And it's so fun to see like Russell Crowe just fucking ham it up as like this Italian fucking douche guy. He's like a fucking he's like the Vatican's hitman for demons.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
You got to check it out. It's great.
Got you.
Who
else we got on the list there?
Oh man. I joined Dirk Marshall over on the VHUS podcast. We talked about The Peacock King, which was really excellent. He introduced me to that movie. Dirk Marshall, by the way, he does Marshall's Hot Sauce, and I think it's so fun because like a few years ago, I don't know at this point. It was a bunch of years ago. I don't even remember when. I had followed him on Twitter, like followed his podcast on Twitter, and I saw that he did hot sauce and he was advertising. I was like, shit, man, I love hot sauce. So I bought a bunch, and it was like some of the best hot sauce I ever had. Flash forward to 2023, and he's like, hey, you want to do this thing? You want to collab finally? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So he showed me The Peacock King, which I fucking loved. Same guy who directed Story of Ricky.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming this is like a martial arts movie.
Oh, dude, it's great.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a Chinese fantasy martial arts comedy. You'd love it. I got it
I'll
on
have to
Blu-ray.
watch it.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it together. But his fucking hot sauce is now on Hot Ones.
Oh really?
There's
Wow.
a fucking hot sauce in the lineup, and there's like celebrities eating his fucking sauce. I was like,
Wow.
that's incredible. I thought
That's
that was so
crazy.
incredible. So congratulations, Dirk. That's fucking so cool. But yeah. So we're gonna do some more stuff with Dirk next year, and everybody that we mentioned too. Everybody's gonna come back, and we're gonna do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just wanna give a special shout out to Andrew Hatfield, who does videos for Joe Blow. He does the Black Sheep series over there, and he did an episode on An Arrow in the Head. I'm pretty sure. He mentioned us in. He's a fan of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
For all your support and stuff. And he's a big fan of the show. And he mentions us in his burning video that he did.
Oh yeah.
over
that's
there.
What it was. Yeah.
Which was so fucking awesome. And he also mentions us in his the newest video he did about Ghoulies 3, which is really cool. So thank you so much, Andrew. That's so fucking cool, man. And really appreciate that. And thanks for listening and stuff. And like I was telling him, I was like, dude,
Yeah. I saw that earlier. I was like, holy shit.
I was like, you don't understand. Like Joe Blow and Arrow in the Head were like Arrow in the Head specific. Like Joe Blow, yeah, but Arrow in the Head specifically was like such a fucking highlight of my teenage years. Along with badmovies.org. Like those two I would read all the time, the blogs and the reviews and stuff. So like that kind of like blew my mind. It was pretty cool. He's somebody who is that works with them, likes the show.
Right,
Anyway,
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was kind of cool.
And I don't think we bothered to write his name down. Just fuck him, honestly. But
Who?
Tony from Hack the Movies.
Who's
also,
that? Who? No, I'm kidding.
was on a bunch of episodes. Our
We-
good friend. We kind of we were on his show a bunch, and then he came on here a bunch. He did Leviathan, the long coming episode.
Yes. Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine. Oh, and he was in the fucking bear costume. If you missed that episode, go back and check that out.
The Last Voyage of the Demeter he was in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That movie I wish was a little better, but fun episode.
We bust Tony's balls so much, and I know you all bust his balls, but Tony's a good friend for real, and we love him very much.
Yes.
And yeah, he's a good dude. So take it easy on the fucking guy. I know everybody fucking gives him the old fucking 1-2 all the time.
Well, at some point, I know he had some kind of a scheduling issues with that Lord of the Rings episode, that
Yes.
final Return of the King, as he's done with Joe and
Yeah.
Johanna over on the Hack the Movies YouTube channel.
Everybody was sick, dude. He was
Yeah.
sick. Johanna was sick. I was sick. So like it was so that's
Return of the King, right? It's the
yeah,
last one. Right?
Return of the King's the last one. So he's already talked about it. He already talked about it on Twitter. So I'm just gonna say it. But like that's coming. That'll be in January. So
For Hack the Movies,
yeah.
yeah.
So keep an eye out on Hack the Movies for the Return of the King review.
I'm excited for that.
With myself, Johanna, and Tony, of course.
Maybe next year, not to just put ideas out there that Tony's probably already thinking about, but you'll start down the old Hobbit rabbit hole. Is that going to be fun?
The
Hobbit
what
rabbit hole?
Doing the
The
what
Hobbit
now?
hole?
The Hobbit hole.
There's 3 movies, you can watch, review one year after another again, except, they progressively get really worse every time. It's not like they just are getting a little better every time. It's like the fucking jump off one cliff, then another cliff, then just into a ravine that never ends.
Would you say out of the frying pan and into the fire?
I think you're going into the fucking lava by the time you get to that
Into
third
the
movie.
fucking Mordor.
After the
fucking
first
Mount
15,
Doom.
they're like, let's kill the fucking dragon in the first 15 and out of this Legolas bullshit.
Man, I gotta tell you though, I really,
Yeah.
really love the first 2 Hobbit movies. I think they're great.
I don't even mind the second one because even like that stuff with the dragon where where there's all that mechanical shit where it's almost like a puzzle. There's like that whole sequence is like kind of like crazy to watch.
It's fucking insane.
It's like, all right, that's a cool addition, but
I've
that
said,
third movie is just such a sin.
No, that third movie. You know what's
I
funny?
feel bad for Peter Jackson, honestly.
Dude, I have not rewatched that since I saw it in theaters because I didn't
either.
like it that much. It was like, okay, fuck me then.
Jackson and his crew, they literally under the gun on that one. I really can't blame anyone. They did the best they could. It's just like that could have been 2 fucking movies, and it would have been a masterpiece. Instead, it's just this like dying dog, walking down the street with its leg bleeding for fucking 5 miles, and it just collapses.
There was no way the studio was gonna not let him do another trilogy. That's just the way that was.
I understand from a money standpoint,
but I also like that we got some expanded stuff with like Gandalf and all that. Dumbledore and all that shit. Like I'm with that.
I don't dislike that stuff, but I'm also like, this could have been 2 movies, not to keep just repeating myself.
Sean, it could have been one fucking movie, and it could have been, but
true.
I like the spectacle of Smaug, and
That's what I'm saying.
And again, I've said this before.
Even that barrel scene in the first one.
I think it's
great.
fine. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
People were shitting on it for that, but like,
it's fun.
more time in Middle Earth is okay
Yeah.
with me. Just more time in fucking Hobbiton. I would watch an entire movie of Bilbo's day making fucking breakfast and then gardening and then reading and smoking a pipe by your fireplace.
It was called the Mr. Bean Show. Basically.
We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, so
I know what you mean, yeah.
let's see. So we talked about all that stuff. All right, let's take a little break. Let's talk to some folks in here. Whoa, $5 coming at Cave Barian Media.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. They say, I think your guys are great. I'm curious, though, is there a reason you have to say fuck so much? It makes it hard to watch your show around anyone else. We're like that dirty little secret, right? That you fucking put your head... I said shit. Damn.
There you go.
I mean, excuse me. You put the headphones in, right? And you put the blanket over your head with the flashlight at night. You know what I mean? Like it's
Like Big Bully?
no, it's like a secret. You keep it like a secret, like you're watching TV when you're not supposed to. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I'm just joking. I'm making a joke.
I know you're joking, but to actually seriously answer that
Oh, sure.
question, I know this is a stereotype. I know it's not an actual answer, but we're both from Jersey.
Yeah. I
do try not to. I have made a concentrated effort. I don't know if you could tell, but if you go back to season 1, which, to be fair, I don't think I talked as much in those first 20 episodes, and then I finally found my place. But you could tell I definitely don't curse nearly as much as I used to.
I
but
try.
I understand to a point.
And I'm gonna echo Sean and say that it's kind of like a conscious effort. The problem is, yeah, we're both from Jersey, but I am Italian, okay, and
There's that too,
that's not
I'm Irish.
That's not like an excuse either, but that's how my family talks.
Yeah,
that's how we talk to each other. That's how the whole family always talked. I had a bad mouth since I can remember. I think my first word was fuck. I'm almost positive. You can ask me. You can.
The nipple.
I think the verdict's still out on that, but you can ask my mother and father. But it's just how I talk. It's not that I'm stupid or that I think a lot of people associate cursing and being foul with being unintelligent, and I think that's just not true.
And not that they're saying that, but
No,
I
no,
understand
sure.
people make arguments like
Well,
that sometimes.
Yeah, they're
I'm
trying to
like,
listen, and they're like, "Yeah, this fucking cocksucking guy with this cum shooting out of his dick," and you're like, turn it down."
I understand the sentiment.
It's like listening to a fucking Rudy Ray Moore album. You gotta,
Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. But have worked on it.
Mm.
It's just the way I talk, can't help it. I've
No.
tried over the last 20 years. It's just
It's us.
there's less fucks, there's more comes, there's more jizz. You know, you're replacing one thing with something else, so you're getting something nasty either way.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a sorry not sorry thing in terms of like that's just who I am.
Yeah,
and
no,
that's
I
who he
mean,
is,
my thing is like I totally understand where you're coming from, but
Sure.
also like I've worked on it. I'm doing the best I can. I'm still gonna say fuck.
And like but like I cannot. I can have a conversation and not curse at
Yeah,
all.
no,
I cannot
sure.
curse for the rest of this show, but I'm comfortable.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Does that make sense?
100%.
There you go. Like if I'm on somebody else's show, I usually don't curse as much as I do on our own show.
Depends. You gotta feel it out a little bit.
Yeah, because it's like a respect thing and all that kind of
Sure.
that. But like as far I'm hanging out in with my friend and we're just bullshitting.
And to your point, some user, wherever you may be,
Yes.
says you shouldn't say it in the first 10 minutes or so because of the YouTube algorithm. It's actually only the first. It used to be
Minute?
first 7 seconds.
Something
Then
like
it was
that.
like first minute. They change it all the time. I kind of just go into this rule like try not to curse in the first 2 minutes, but if we do, on a live show, I don't really care as much. But like on the main show, it's like we can edit it if we really have to. But that's like I'm not trying to get too deep into the behind the scenes bullshit with it. But since we're on the topic,
Yeah, we've all. What the fuck is that?
the thumbs up icon
From a bubble?
yes.
I don't know what that was. That was new. In OBS.
Let us know if you saw that on
Let us know if you saw that on screen.
Thumbs up bubble
It was crazy.
on our screen.
I thought I was having a stroke or something for a second. I was like,
That was the chat agreeing with us, obviously.
but
to your point,
no, to Sean's point, or into your point, we have talked about doing like we've entertained the idea of doing like a censored show, but like that's a lot of work to go in and bleep it all out or take it out or what have you.
I will reference my job for probably the final time because I don't really like to necessarily talk about it on Movie Dumpster, but
That's fine.
we did that for the Angry Video Game Nerd for the first season as just like, hey, this keeps getting demonetized because there's a lot of cursing.
Sure.
So I bleeped every curse, and it's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing, especially for who the demographic's trying to hit.
However, people were fucking pissed about that video. Just FYI. So, you know, it still did okay. But
know.
people were like, what is that? They also thought that meant that the next episode was going to be all bleeped, and that's also not what you're saying. So there was layers to why people were pissed, but it was like, ooh, it was a good idea on paper.
The whole other thing with that is that we were a podcast first.
Sure, yeah.
We were an uncensored radio show, so it was just like listening to Sirius XM or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we have our own boundaries, I think, personal boundaries and boundaries that I think we both will agree on the show. If anyone says anything really uncouth, we'll have a conversation.
No.
But I don't think it's ever even come up.
No, I mean, it's nothing. If you're offended by curse words and
Sure,
and gross, naughty things,
Well, then you're probably not a fan of the show.
you're probably not listening to the show, and also that's your fucking problem.
Well, sure, yeah.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, but we're not hurting anybody. Like, we're not trying to hurt anybody or say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Or tear anybody down. Put it that way.
True. To that point, Charlie, thank you very much for the 500 yen.
Wow, thank you so much, Charlie.
And they say fuck is just the best word, simple as. You know what I always think of? I'm not even a big Will Smith fan, but what's that show with James Lipton? Actor Studio?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
When he'd always say, what's your favorite curse word? I always remember Will Smith's answer was, unless I'm misremembering this, he was a motherfucker, I think was his. He liked motherfucker.
Will Smith?
I think it was Will Smith.
Will Smith's a big no cursor, like in his like raps.
maybe it
and
wasn't
shit.
him then. Shit.
Yeah. He's like, I don't.
Someone
curse in
said
my
that.
raps.
Maybe someone in the chat.
I smoke cigars, but I don't light it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that
yeah.
kind of shit.
Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I remember that. Someone gave that answer.
Punching people in the face in the middle of an award show.
They're not even married or together. What a weird couple.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, RJ also with, I think that's I think the $A is Australia.
Is that
but
Australian?
I have no idea what it is.
The
but
Australian dollar.
Fuck. It might be Austrian. I don't know. It's $8.05.
It
Thank
may
you very
be the
much.
Austrian. I don't know.
And he says he's fucking cool with it.
Fucking cool with it, mate.
I think
that sounds right? I'm
Yeah.
fucking cool with it.
I think
There you go.
AUS is Australia.
Yeah.
But anyway, and we're getting into the fucking
The
weeds
Aussie dollar.
with the monetary donations.
Thank you so much, by the way.
And Connor, you're right. We never did find a stranger in the Alps. Right.
Wait, what's that? Is that a reference to?
It's a Big Lebowski TV
Oh.
edit. It's like a famous TV edit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Coming through with Bill coming through with Canada.
Canada, I know.
Okay, there you go. The CA, yeah. Without the curse words, this wouldn't be the movie dumpster. It would be the movie trash receptacle.
Cody's made that joke. The trash receptacle.
Movie trash can, I think it was, or film trash can was the big one. Let's see. Let's talk to you guys. You guys want to talk? You want to ask us some questions? You want to like let's fucking do that for a little bit, motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
That was
oh
on
my
purpose.
God,
That was
yeah.
on purpose.
Well, yeah, you know, Dustin in the chat, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. That's another
Oh, that's a
famous
classic.
one.
Yeah. We didn't get to talk about it, but the Child's Play 3. Did we talk about it on the Child's Play 3 episode
It's
with
been
CB
so
Smith?
long.
The TV edit for that, because that's all I really had access. Unless I rented it, that's all I had access to because it was free on when you watched it on Sci-Fi.
Sure.
But when he scares the hell out of the sergeant and he like dies of a heart attack, he's like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" And this edit is, "You gotta be crazy kidding me."
Oh, I think you definitely bring that
So
up. Now
funny.
that you mention it, I remember the crazy kidding me part.
Yeah.
Well, I think we did answer your question, some user, and whoever else was curious. Didn't mean to go into a whole cursing censorship side tangent, but there you go.
That's what this is. We're hanging out.
Yeah.
We're just talking. We're not reviewing a movie. We're just chilling.
Yeah.
Predator 2. Yes, it's great.
Yes. there might be some more context somewhere in the chat there, but yes, more Predator 2 in 2024. I mean, we kind of covered it. That's like one of our more watched episodes. People seem to love that one a lot.
We said a lot.
Maybe some more Predator or something. I just don't know what Predator we would even cover at this point.
I mean, we could talk about the original. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not against it. We talked about Prey and we talked about Predator 2, which are the kind of the black sheep, more or less, of the series. Or Predator 2 is for sure. And I know the audience was split on Prey. So.
Yeah, I mean, we both liked it. And
yeah.
I actually still haven't watched it. I bought the 4K.
I still gotta
Ultra.
grab that.
I gotta check it out.
I still gotta grab that.
You know, I'm at this point. I try not to buy too many DVDs. It's like, and I try not to put, get the credit card too maxed out. The Best Buy credit card. Well, now they're not gonna have DVDs, so what am I talking about?
Oh yeah.
But I try to get it like right when it comes out on stuff like that in particular, because Prey was a Hulu thing. Because I'm always afraid that it's just not gonna have it anymore.
So what's I don't remember the last mainstream movie I bought on physical media, because I'm always buying boutique shit, and that's not because I'm like some kind of hoity-toity asshole. I just
stuff you haven't seen, I would imagine, most of the time.
The new stuff that comes out is not things that I need to own per se. I Pray I definitely want to pick up, but I also have it ripped, and I have it. It's mine. But I do want to pick that up. But like, I want stuff that I never heard of, like old stuff that I never heard of, like going deep into like the Vincent catalog or Saturn's Core or VH Shitfest, all that stuff, which we're going to be tackling in the new year.
Yes.
Finally, we talked about doing a bunch of interviews and stuff, so that will be coming. The fresh picks will go full bore, which we'll get into in a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about the future once we kind of
we get there.
Yeah.
So we got Wicked Tuna says Ginger Dead Man. When?
That's a maybe.
Is that gonna?
It's Uncle Gary Busey.
Look. We can't do the first Gary Busey movie as Ginger Dead Man, dude. It's got to be Silver Bullet.
Well, that is an episode I would like to do. I already have a guest in mind. They're in the chat. Leave it at that.
Yes. Also, Hider in the House is a big one that I'd like to cover.
Yeah, we talked about that. We haven't done a mini-sode in a hot minute, so maybe that's a mini-sode or a watch-along episode.
All right. Oh, like a Ginger Dead Man?
Yeah, but I'm also kind of, not to just talk about this on the live show, but I'm also of the mindset that, like, if we're going to do a mini-sode, I'd almost rather just be, like, on the main channel if we're going to do an episode, if that makes sense, but...
Well, it's a thing of, like, we want to give the patrons stuff that they're going to pay for and make it worth it. And to tell you the truth, not to fucking tutor our horn or our own horns or
the Mad Elf's kicking in.
But like, I think we give a decent amount of stuff. I mean, we're gonna get back on track, but like when we were doing it, we were giving you commentary tracks, watch-alongs, and minisodes all at one time, which we're gonna get back to. So we're gonna do that. And I want to keep doing that because like I feel like minisodes is something special for.
Yeah, that's true. I guess because we haven't done one in a while, I'm just thinking about it that way. But you're right. Maybe if we start doing them again on a more regular basis, it won't feel like that.
100%. We need to get back in the swing.
Because the last one we did was Bones, which I think,
I know.
if you're a patron, excuse me, jeez, I haven't talked this much in a while.
You're good. You need some more water?
I might need a little water. Oh, look, Joe's got the hookup.
There you go.
What the hell was I even saying?
You were talking about the last one we did was Bones.
Oh, Bones. If you're on Patreon and you haven't checked that out, definitely watch that because, not to just promote our own shit. But I think that was a really fun movie that if you missed, you should go watch it.
It is so good. I think it was the inconsistency. You know,
Yeah,
people
sure.
like we put out a minisode and then like we didn't put it out for a while, so nobody was.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
But we want to do more of that. And the trick. Oh, we also did Bloodbeat was another mini we did.
Yep.
Last year.
Oh man, that's a weird movie.
That's a weird movie. A samurai sexual fantasy
ghost,
what have you. Go check that out.
Yeah.
But the point of the minisodes is to literally make the minisodes. You know, there's a pretty big back catalog. Now I'm thinking about it. There's Scream, the 1980
oh,
one.
Yeah.
There's Frankenturkey's a minisode. I think that's to everybody.
Frankenturkey.
Anyway, here's the point. More minisodes,
Yes.
but like truncate, very truncated.
Higher in the House is my point. Would be a good mini-sode.
Higher in the House could be a full one, dude.
Oh, all right.
Like I want to like I think that might that's like
The more you're thinking about it.
No, like that needs to be Gary Busey flashback. Because
Okay.
like bringing him in via that, it's gonna be so good to go back and reference.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, he's in Predator 2. Duh, that's the first movie. we did.
yeah.
But like Gary Busey as a focal point.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. We got a little off track. How'd you get that scar? Eating pineapple? That's one of my favorites. Sean Laughlin from Scarface. What do we got?
Yeah, Video Vila. Yeah, the Snakes on the Plane TV edit is pretty good too. That's another one.
I've never seen that
It's
one.
a lot of shit's replaced, as you can imagine.
Dan Belcher says, last time I'll ask, I promise, will Dr. Giggles be on the 2024 slate?
I'm not gonna keep promising this fucking movie because I feel like I've been promising it for 4 years. I would love to say it is. Maybe it'll happen, but I don't even want to commit to anything besides maybe one episode we might talk about at the end of the show, but might not.
We really want to do it. But one thing we're not going to do is we're not doing that anymore. We're not going to be like, we're going to do it for this year because we just don't know. And the schedule could change and like we can feel different movies and how they feel for that particular month. And it could change. So we don't want to say
Right.
yes and then not deliver it. But it's like a magic 8 ball, right? Like, highly likely,
Yeah.
question mark.
I'll say this.
That was more like Ask Xandar, but anyway.
Dr. Giggles has at least been on the schedule at points over the years. It's not like it was just in a fuck at the bottom of the barrel.
No.
It has been in consideration a few times.
Also, I want to talk
so
about...
it's a high percentage chance. I just can't say yes because I hate saying yes and then we don't do it.
Sure, and then we're holding ourselves. We're
Yeah.
committing to something.
Putting
and
our
then,
feet to the fire.
Right, but I do want to talk about Larry Drake like really bad.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah. So, but most likely question.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll try, Daniel.
we'll see.
Living Dead Jake.
Where the fuck did that go? Here we go.
With $5. Thank you very much.
Living Dead Jake, thank you so much, man. Christopher Landon left from Scream 7 after Melissa and Jenna did. Hearing they are trying to get Nev and Patrick Dempsey back. Thoughts on it?
Don't care. Just
I
cancel
could
it.
give a fuck about
Cancel
Scream
it.
7. Just stop.
Just
stop.
fucking can't. I didn't even hate the last one. I thought it was the worst in the series. Again, I think I've talked about this before. I actually like 3. I know a lot of people hate 3, but like out of all of them, the last one was the weakest. And it was like also kind of original and it still didn't do anything for me. And now you lost most of your cast. What? Just fucking cancel it. What are you even doing?
I'm slightly biased because I don't like Scream,
Sure.
but in a non-biased way, completely objective, I feel like 5 did it. 5 pulled it off. 5 was like the reboot, requel, remake thing that fits the agenda of those movies or the you know.
That's why it works.
And it worked really well, and I feel like they did it, and it was like, that's it.
Well, it's almost like
That's
you know what was the gimmick in 6, the New York movie, which usually is bad in most of the fucking franchises.
So I saw 6 too, and I was like, okay, I'm intrigued because we're going to New York, and it was like you had this whole playground. Now there's some cool kills, don't get me wrong, but like that's not enough for me. You have this whole playground to do stuff in, and you could have did anything. And you chose to, if I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but like you chose to do the most like, it's not even predictable. It's like the lamest fucking thing that you could have did.
Yeah. Lame is a good word.
You want to fucking wow me? You want to make Scream 7? You want to fucking wow me? Bring back Stu as a fucking zombie. Or just bring back Stu.
Just bring back David Arquette. He actually is alive, and now he wants revenge. He's got a
Well,
hook hand now, though.
my plot for Scream 5 was that it was Nev the whole time, because like wouldn't that be intriguing, like in the tradition of Scream
In 5?
and the meta bullshit, right? And
Right.
like sorry, the meta stuff for those of you that like that series.
Like,
Like it would, I just thought that would be a really fun thing
no, in the scheme
to
of
have
what.
her to be like this, like victim scorned kind of thing, where like
Oh,
she's,
yeah.
she so like by Scream 3 or Scream 4 she's so tired of being the main focus
They
of the
kind of make
killings.
fun of it.
They kind of make fun of it, but like wouldn't it be fun if there were no more killings, she dropped off, she ran out of money, she whatevered, she was in a bad way,
Right.
and literally had to fucking start killing people around her again to get it going, to
Well,
get herself back in the
I-
press and all that kind of
I-
shit. Sign the fucking deal
sure.
for Stab 7, the movie within the movie, or the new book by Gail Weathers, question mark.
Right. I wouldn't be shocked if that was ever on the table. Like, it probably was. Maybe they just never went with that.
I don't know. Like, I'd be
There's
into
also,
that.
like,
I'd be like,
been
okay, that subverted my expectation.
I don't think this is it at all, but was it 2 or 3 got
Mm.
leaked and then to change a bunch of shit last minute? I think it was 3.
I like 2.
I think I
2
like all of them.
I think 2's the best one. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that.
It ups it enough where like the balance of everything
Sure.
it jives for me in that. I don't know why, it just does. And it also hits like the nostalgia button for me. So I guess like, I don't know.
I think 1's still my favorite, but
Yeah.
I like all the first 5 are good. I just think 5 is the weakest of the first 5.
I've said it before, but I have beef with Scream because like it set a precedent for horror movies going forward after that, and I think that fucked shit up for a long time.
As a whole.
As a
yeah.
whole. Everybody's like, look, it's a joke. It's funny. It's get it? She's
Which-
falling down.
which-
Don't you fall down in horror movies or
Oh.
something?
Also, wasn't even really the point that Scream was making. That was like Scary Movie.
I agree with
And
you.
people are like conflating it with that.
Well, Scary
I mean,
Movie's
Scream-
actually really funny. I
It
wouldn't mind
is.
doing one of those next year.
Like Scream 2, obviously is poking fun at that because that was
Yeah.
kind of the point. But anyway. Also, thank you to Johnny Browning for $5. Appreciate
Johnny,
it, John.
thank you so much, man. Appreciate that, dude. Canadian craptacular movie called Things. Yeah, Things. I think there's 3 of those movies now. I've seen Things 1 and 2. I think I have. I own them. That's good stuff. I think that's more depending, but I think that's more like mini-sode material for sure. That's like SOV stuff. Shot on video.
Yeah.
Dusty asks, how's Clint Howard? I don't know. He just got hip replacement, so I hope he's doing okay.
Oh, no.
We just saw that on there.
On Insta.
Clint randomly, I guess he searches the hashtag for his name, and I guess we tagged him so much. I see him like liking like
oh, really?
old,
Recently?
like recently he liked stuff
Oh,
from
God.
the Wraith that we had posted. I know it's somebody.
probably reposted at some point.
Forgive me, I can't remember, but if one of our fans went and met him and had him sign,
Oh, yeah.
they
It's on
signed
one of the mailbags.
a still of Evil Speak for us to the movie dumpster, so he knows who we are, I guess. I still haven't met him yet, so I would love to meet him and talk to him and
Same. Do that Ice Cream Man episode.
do the Ice
finally.
Cream Man episode. Get him on for an interview. Like that would be so much fun to talk to Clint. He seems like such a cool dude.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
seems like pretty down to earth based on any interview I've ever seen with
Yeah.
him on YouTube.
100%. And like it's like maybe don't listen to those old episodes because I don't want them to take them the wrong way. Because I mean we are joking, but like
We are.
you know you got to understand that.
Baldwin can suck it.
If you
but-
did, if you didn't listen to us and know the sense of humor and stuff, I feel like you could misconstrue
out
it.
of context, sure.
Yeah. If you were okay, so RJ, have you thought about if you were to travel to outer space and once in space, what would be beneath our planet like we come across first?
I don't know.
Let me read that one more time. Have you thought about it? What would be beneath beneath the planet of the apes? Is that what you mean?
I have no idea.
Like what would we come across? Like looking down on the Earth.
Asteroids. Satellite dishes.
The big blue ball. That's what I don't know. Retro Kimball says, "Did you bleach your a-holes along with your shirts?" No. Okay. I maybe waxed it, but I didn't bleach it, baby.
You start pre-reading these.
It's okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't wax my asshole as a joke.
Royce loves his shotgun. Vincent Price. I don't know if that was in response to something we said, but I still would love to do a Vincent Price movie. Dr. Phibes comes to mind.
You know, Dr. Phibes, we have history with that movie. And that would be a really good one because that's like a ladder Price movie. What is that, 60 something? Or maybe
something
it might
like
even be
that.
70s. I don't know.
It's a fun movie.
What a great fucking movie that is.
Murdering people with the plagues.
You know what would be
basically.
fun? I would love to do The Fly in some capacity.
Yeah, I still like the remake a lot more, but the original
No,
was
I
a
mean,
solid
well, you know
ass
how
film.
we do our shit. So
Yeah.
It could be like
Yeah, we could do like we did Sinjanor, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Don't steal that idea.
Yeah.
What are the chances of you guys? Sean Laughlin says, "What are the chances of you guys covering Greystroke, The Legend of Tarzan? Rick Baker did all of the effects. Oh, that's right. He did all the ape effects in that, didn't he? And I guess whatever else. Slim to none, probably. I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go out on a limb there. Neo Slugman says, "What are your thoughts on the movie Phenomena? Just watched for the first time last night. The Argento Jennifer Connelly classic."
I think the ending kind of peters out for me personally, but maybe I was just really high when I watched it.
It's good. I mean, it's not my favorite Argento by any stretch.
She's good in it.
I think it's fine.
It's better than his more recent stuff.
Well, Jesus,
but is that even a fair statement?
Everything's better than that.
Dracula
3D.
That is so bad. Argento's Dracula, like. Anyway,
there's
not good.
There's a new like biopic for Dario that it's coming out or just came out,
that.
and it's like a pseudo documentary film ?
So he's interviewed in it?
I don't know exactly.
Oh.
I got to check it out.
I love a lot of that man's films, but some of them I'm just like really scratching my head out. I'm like, I guess I am not the target audience.
No. Bill says, how does everyone feel about Black Christmas 2006? Go check out our Black Christmas 1974 episode, and you'll find out.
Talk about it, yeah.
Yeah.
You and I think Connor might even have his 2 cents on
Yeah.
that.
Looking.
Yeah, Silver Bullet. That's one that's definitely high in the docket, guys.
God, I fucking
we'll try to get to that one soon.
Silver Bullet. I love that movie.
That and Dr. Giggles are always ones that are on the horizon.
Yeah. All right, we're jumping around right here. Sorry. We're gonna take a couple more questions, and then we're gonna go back into discussing the stuffs.
Glenn Harris, Scream versus Leprechaun. I like that idea on paper, but like Lubden is a fucking leprechaun that knows magic. So like he's just gonna blow the mask off the killer, and it's revealed in the first 5.
We talked about it on the Freddy vs. Jason episode that I did with Tony, and I would be down for Leprechaun versus the Djinn or Leprechaun versus Wishmaster TM.
Okay, that would be cool.
That makes sense because like they both grant wishes. They're both magic. They're both different types of the same being from different cultures, which is pretty interesting to me.
Also, speaking of Tony and Leprechaun, we did that Leprechaun in the Hood episode with him earlier.
Oh yeah,
this
that's
year.
right. We did Leprechaun in the Hood with Tony. That was fun.
What a movie! Postmaster P versus Ice-T.
He's delivering a positive message, brother.
Yeah, but not really.
Royce loves his shotgun. Says Drainiac. What the fuck? The Brett Piper movie?
We did that one. Yeah.
I fucking love Drainiac.
Not me.
I do.
Not me.
I love it so much.
We got Plumber out of that.
Plumber. That's a fucking like that's a low budget FX spectacle if I ever saw one.
I think when I looked it up recently, like I say recently, but it might have been 6 months ago. I put a clip of it in one of the episodes. I had to like download it off somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, these effects actually are better than I remember. The plot didn't do anything for me.
Armstrong Knot says, "Hey guys, is there a chance of you be doing Vamp 1986?" That's a
maybe. Yeah.
That was on the docket a couple years back.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And we just kind of, shit gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Vamp I would love to do Vamp.
Vamp's good.
I love Vamp. I don't know. The thing is, like,
there's just so many movies that, like, the more that we do this show, I didn't mean to steal your thunder there.
No, you didn't.
But like the longer we do this show, I should say, like, yeah, we are still like shining the light on a lot of these movies, but sometimes I just want to do a movie that it's like Gremlins.
Yeah.
Like that we just covered. It's like, yeah, we are still shining a light on because I'm sure there's plenty of people that haven't seen Gremlins, especially we're this far removed from it.
Sure.
But people our age, I feel like generally speaking, have seen it. It's more just like, hey, we love Gremlins. We want to talk about it.
Because it fucking rules.
But then we're also going to talk about, what was that? Silent Night, Bloody Night. Which
Silent Night, Bloody Night, yeah.
Less well known, but has some historical significance in the slasher genre and horror Christmas films in general. Like we talk about that.
It was a good mix. They balanced each other out.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I'm using those because they're the 2 most recent episodes.
Sure.
But I don't know what I'm even trying to say there. I think that made sense. I hope that made sense, whatever I was trying to say.
I think what you're
Did
trying
I complete that sentence?
I think the thought the point of the thought there was we're gonna try to mix it up a little bit more, where there's a little bit more
That's true. I think
not
that's where I was going with it.
not
Yeah.
mainstream, but a little bit more popular things. Like we're definitely gonna fucking cover Reanimator next year, so look out for that.
Right. I think I was going off of something that someone said, and I've had a beer. Wow. And I can't remember now.
You're good, dude. You're good.
Oh, Vamp. We were talking about
Vamp, yes. But like, there's so like every time I come down here, I look around. I'm like, fuck, we gotta do that. Fuck,
Right.
we gotta do that. Fuck, we gotta do that. Fuck, we gotta do that.
Oh, I guess that's what I was saying. Like,
And
there's so many fucking movies.
there's
It's
so
like,
many
just
movies.
pick something we want to talk about. Yeah, sometimes it's going to be that weird movie that Joe's seen 1,000 times and I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Or it could be this oddball bullshit I watched on cable TV and was
Sure.
like, wow, we should cover that.
Yeah, Christmas
Or-
that almost wasn't.
Or it's Gremlins or Home
Yeah.
Alone too. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just like there's so many movies. It's just like I'm not even thinking about it that way. I'm not trying to get too much of blinders on. I mean, I always say I have a short list, and the list is like, you know, I know what ones that I personally would like to
Yeah.
cover, but like as far as the show's concerned, like it's endless, fucking endless.
I can't be like we're doing this year
Right,
because it's constantly changing, and I gotta be in the mood. Like we
Sure.
the way we pick shit, and I've said this before, is like not to do too much inside baseball or
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
pull the curtain back, but like
We're talking about it a little.
it's a mix of different things. But like I like to whatever I feel, or like
You like the seasonal stuff.
I'm big on the seasonal stuff, and like how that like my memories of watching X movie at X time and all that kind of stuff, and then things that I just think need to be talked about, or that I want to get out of me and tell you how much I love it, and like show Sean if he's never seen it, or even him sharing in what we're talking about, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, so expect like I wouldn't say big movies, but bigger movies.
Yeah.
Like if we can give you a movie every week, we would, but we just can't right now. And like we've done
I guess we're kind of like rolling into our 2024.
well, I still got some other shit to talk about.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. This is the end of the year wrap up, man. It's a little
No,
bit longer than
yeah,
usual.
just we were talking about that's all. You're good.
So where the fuck was I going with that?
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good, man. You know, do you remember what I was saying? I feel like we're doing an episode
No,
now.
I know. Yeah. I can't remember. We were talking about we're trying to do some more like a little bit, mix it up a little more.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit more. Maybe not do things that are like super obscure, which I personally don't think we've done anything that's like completely obscure.
I mean, I'm sure we can think of a couple things, but generally speaking, no.
I mean like in terms of like,
Sure, yeah.
because there's other shows that do like real deep dives,
yeah, no,
like
you're right.
Bad Taste Video and Neon Brainiacs. Like those dudes dig deep and go into it, which I appreciate. So, you know, we're doing it in the middle. I think upper
moment, for sure.
like middle upper tier unknown shit, and then like known shit, I guess, question mark, or things that haven't had enough love, like we were talking the other day, like Problem Child 2.
Oh yeah.
Or not the other day, like 2
Wow.
hours ago.
Sure.
We were talking about
Regardless.
Problem Child 2, and that's one of those ones that was like,
People really were into that, and I mean, we were too, obviously.
but
we
also
wouldn't have done the episode
a big
otherwise.
part of my childhood, you know, growing up with that movie, and for a lot of people, and people really love that episode. So
Well, and I guess that's kind of my point overall is like, yeah, we did Gremlins because it was something that we both like were passionate about. It wasn't just like, well, Gremlins. It was like, no, there was a reason for it.
yeah,
but-
we're not picking these movies out of our
Yeah,
ass.
yeah.
Like we have connections to these things,
Exactly.
and that's what makes it. You know, people are like, "Wow, you're so passionate about what you're talking about." I was like, "Well, because I fucking love the movie that I'm talking about."
Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
You
Every
know?
once in a while, like even like Red Clover was one
Yeah.
that we thought like not to like spoil the review from 9 months ago, but like that movie didn't really didn't hit the sweet spot.
No, but there was still
but
a
it was
lot.
worth checking out. We didn't know.
But there was still a lot to say.
Yes.
Well, I had a lot to say about like the After Dark Horror Fest and all that
True.
stuff, and like being in the midst of that when all that was coming out.
Yeah. I mean, that's an example of one that we were like kind of taking more of a shot on that one. But generally speaking, yeah, we've seen it or familiar with the material before we take it for review.
I can tell you one thing: get ready for more B action movies that you never fucking heard of.
We've been talking about that probably on some of the live shows, but definitely in the BTS on the behind the scenes for Johnny Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to like we were just talking about, doing some more mixing up genres, but definitely getting some more martial arts movies. I think Problem Child 2 is a good example of a comedy film that everyone kind of agreed was hitting that cozy sweet spot. Plus, it's funny as shit. So I think maybe some more comedies might be hitting the dumpster, stuff in that vein. But
Com-
horror's of course always going to take the cake.
trying to mix it up more, and
needs more
I know
variety.
I know that we're a horror focused show, and that's mostly because of me. And like I'm just
I
like
love my
I'm
horror
just like
too.
no, I know, but I'm usually the dude that's like,
Sure.
all right, we're doing this horror movie, this horror movie, this horror movie,
Ah,
this horror movie,
yeah.
because there's like so many that I want to do.
There are.
But it needs more,
Yeah, well, we're mixing it up,
you know?
man.
you know. So yeah.
On that note, Charlie with another 500 yen.
Thank you so much. Did you have your KFC?
Oh,
Charlie? That's something I desperately want to do.
all right. We'll see what he says in the chat. But
Yeah.
right here he says, after the Gremlins episode, I showed it to a friend on Christmas who had never seen or heard of it, and it was like seeing it for the first time.
Wow.
Man, that's pretty cool.
Just like, wow, just the pure like excitement I
thought
would
of that,
have,
yeah.
like the thought of it, like when my niece is old enough, I cannot wait to show her Gremlins.
Yeah.
And like
JP.
that is going to be so exciting for me to see like her reaction and like Star Wars and like all that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
So I'm very excited for that.
Getting close.
So that's really cool. I hope they enjoyed it. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna bop out and we're gonna get back to what we're talking about real quick, and then we'll jump back to you guys. It's a little bit extra long tonight because it's the end of the year wrap up, baby. We're not coming back till next month.
And we've had those couple of watch alongs. We haven't actually done a live show on YouTube since October.
Yeah, that was a long time.
And it was actually beginning of October.
And we haven't really did live things together for a little while.
Yeah. Like I said, had that personal stuff, and I was on vacation at one point. I think when we did one.
Yeah, so I think that was the Thanksgiving one.
Oh yeah, maybe I was just busy or something. I forget.
I think you were like in the midst of going away, but it's not a big deal. It's just it's nice to have you back and work together.
Yes.
Feels good.
Feels good, man.
Charlie with another 200 yen. No KFC, just had a bunch of snacks. Well, that's okay. That's cool. My father-in-law's wife got us a bunch of Japanese snacks for Christmas, like a big stocking stuffer, and I've been fucking pigging out on those things. And I like downloaded the Google Translate app
to find out
so I can see what the fuck it says. Because I'm like, what is this? It tastes like fish, and I know I'm okay with it, but I want to know what it is.
Some of those Kit Kats are so good.
It wasn't Kit Kats. It was like crispy corn.
Oh yeah,
snacks and like chewy cherry things and cookies and there's this like weird little Slim Jim that's like this big. I have a Pokemon like gummy that I'm gonna eat probably later.
Bite Pikachu's head off.
I think it's a Poliwhirl.
Yeah, bite him in the stomach.
Oh yeah, he's a little swirly. But yeah, so like I guess like a look back on the. You want to talk about a little bit? A look back on the year a little bit.
Sure.
I mean, we kind of just did that, but like, we talked about Dustin on the Red Clover episode, but also Jenna Fryer on the Thriller, A Cruel Picture episode.
Yeah.
That was so fun to do. And I can't wait to have her back on the show. Man, what a fucking! I mean, that's a classic exploitation film. I'm so happy we did that.
Mm-hmm.
We really came out of the gate with a lot of 70s stuff in the beginning of the year, which was interesting. And
Disco Godfather, we finally rounded it out.
The Rudy Ray Moore,
as far as we're concerned, at least.
Yeah, I mean, we might touch
on trilogy.
I don't think we're gonna do Rudy Ray Moore this year, but we got some good stuff lined up.
Yeah, we still never did do Dolomite or Human Tornado proper, but maybe that's a next year thing.
Yeah, we'll
see.
Or
2025 rather.
Yeah, it could be. We got some good stuff cooking up that we're gonna mix it up a little bit. But we're gonna have Jenna back again for some stuff. We're not exactly sure what yet, but we'll get there. It might not even be. Well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
You'll
hear about
it. We had Tessa and Nicole from Doom Gen on.
Yes.
We did Garbage Pail Kids with them. That was so fun.
Yes, it was fun. That movie, not so much.
I mean, speak for yourself. But
that burping Larry or whatever, the guy with the friggin' huge burps.
Foul Phil.
Oh my god.
Mommy.
What a weird film.
But it was so cool hanging out with them,
Yes,
and that was a new friend. Those were some new friends we got to meet this year. And they're super sweet, and they have a great show too, and they've been working hard just like everybody else. So I hope you're checking them out too. Nicole made me a fucking a Fred. He's there-ish from Drop Dead Fred. They covered Drop Dead Fred, and I would love to do Drop Dead Fred at some point. Maybe not this year, maybe not this coming year, but at some point. But yeah, that was great. Who else we got? We had CB Smith, of course, for our books and movies. What did
Yes.
we do this year? We did vampires.
And Super Mario.
Super Mario
We were trying to
Brothers?
get some more episodes done. CB
Yeah.
actually read 2 more fucking books.
He read 2 more books.
We just did not. The scheduling was just dog shit towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of scheduling problems over the course of the year, just between
Just
again,
for us.
personal and professional stuff. Just shit was not like meshing together this year for whatever reason. A lot of time, but CB he also has a lot going on himself. So next year we will film at least the 2 episodes we have planned. We have a couple mainline episodes, at least one for sure. We've been trying to do with him for a couple of years now. That's coming, but it's always good to have CB back in the dungeon, hang out with the guy,
Of course.
talk about some movies, talk about some Mario and some fucking James Woods and Daniel Baldwin.
Yeah, definitely getting some mahogany talking to him. Yeah, under the table there. Yeah, it's
Like Pinocchio.
very excited to have CB back next year because like Sean said, we have those books of the movies lined up that we want to tackle. So, man, I'm excited for those. And the thing is, like, Smith's in the army, so he goes, he goes away. So we have to really focus in on there and get him when he's home. But we're also going to be working with him on his show too. So we're going to be doing some stuff for
Taking a page,
taking a
over on
page.
his
What was
YouTube
the
channel?
What was the episode that he wanted us to work on?
It's a Dungeons and Dragons related
Dragons,
episode, so I don't want to give away the goat because I don't know how much he's really announced, but I know this is one he's been working pretty hard on.
He's been working very hard on it, so we're gonna do some stuff for him, help him out. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be a good crossover. I think the first one we did was the Orca.
Orca,
on his channel. That was a lot of fun.
He came on. That was one of our, I think, one of our best episodes.
I love
the
that
audio
one.
era.
That was when we put Connor on the fucking blow up Orca.
Yeah,
The skeleton Connor.
But
Yeah.
on our usual show, you could see in the corner of the old skeleton, lovingly referred to as Connor.
Yes.
His, memory after he left the show. Although you can actually see if you missed it somehow, if you want to see Connor on the show, go back and check out that Saw X episode. If you missed that, Connor did return.
Yes.
The Dumpster Trio did return with Connor rejoining the show for, of course, the Jigsaw involved episode.
That was such a fun time, and it was great to have the three of us back together. It was a very special thing, and I know a lot of you guys love that, and we loved it just as much.
Yeah,
so
that was great.
So Connor will be will be reappearing. He'll be rematerializing at some point as well. So that'll be fun. What else we got? Oh, Chris Barr, of course. We've been doing Talks from the Dark Side with him, and I know somebody in the chat's gonna be like, "Where the fuck is Talks from the Dark Side?" And it's like, well, I mean, you know. We have them recorded, so you're gonna get a new one soon.
Yes.
And then we're trying to get everything back in order, and we're gonna be like, okay, this is the schedule. We got to stick to it. Here it is.
Talks from the Dark Side was an unfortunate victim of other things. Kind of took higher priority constantly, and then it is what it is. But yeah, like Joe just said, we have new episodes coming very soon.
Yes.
And then we'll get back together with Chris at some point soon to film some more stuff. We got to get him on a mainline episode also. But...
100%. Well, we were supposed to do a mainline episode with him this year for an anniversary of a certain film.
Yes.
But there's no reason why we can't do it next year.
That is a very true statement.
It's okay. And it's going to be a good one. Really want to talk about that one. I don't think you've seen that one.
No. Well, I know what you're talking about. One? I mean, you could just show it. Who cares?
No. I'm not telling him. This one.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We got some super chats here.
Let them be surprised. Thank you. Whoa, go ahead. Ryan the Mang.
Yes, says thank you for all the videos with a $5 donation.
Thank you
very
so much.
Saying thank you for all the videos. They've brought me a lot of joy and comfort during hard times, like having 2 friends whenever I need.
Oh,
Means a lot.
Well,
appreciate that.
Glad we could be there for you, and don't ever miss one of these. We'll always hang out with you and talk to you. So thank you very much. That was really sweet of you. Hope you had a great holiday.
And before I read the next one, I just want to read this comment by BT Buff and Tough.
Sure.
Love the name, by the way. Gremlins top 5 classic Christmas movie. Was glad to see y'all covered.
Oh, thanks.
It's up there. It was
right
up there,
dude. It's an all timer, 100%.
It might be in my top 10. I don't know if I'd go quite 5, but
I
can see the argument.
Me personally, Gremlins is in top 5 Christmas movies.
I get it. Yeah.
100%.
I could probably. I don't necessarily want to list them right now, but I could name more.
That's a must watch.
It's a must watch. Yeah. I will agree there. You want to take this one, RJ, with $5?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, RJ. I hope old Steven Seagal or Chuck Norris is going to be in a few of those B movies. Man,
we talking about doing some Seagal stuff for a while,
but there's a specific Chuck Norris movie that I want to do.
Yes,
it's sitting right over there. And I really want to cover that one. I think it's going to hit for different people of fans of different genres.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a cool one to tackle.
And if we ever do Seagal, not that he's like obligated, but I feel like we got to at least ask Justin Silverman because he's such a big, or at least I don't know if it was a goof or what, but on rental reviews back in the day, he was always champion Seagal.
He's a huge Seagal fan.
Yeah, so that might be an interesting thought.
For 1 year for Christmas, I drew him a fucking Gengar dressed as Steven
he's
Seagal.
collecting them all,
He's collecting them all. So I was like, well, I can't get him a Gengar.
Yeah.
I can't get him a Gengar thing. So I like did an original piece of art for him that is completely unique and one of a kind.
Oh man,
so that was cool.
I love that.
But we got to have his ass on for Good Burger 2.
Oh, Good Burger 2. Yeah, we that is one that is coming for sure.
We did not get to Good Burger 2. We did not get to Godzilla -1, and we didn't get to Shin Kamen Rider. And those three I want to remedy at some point because I have a lot to say about Godzilla -1. I was supposed to be on Epic Film Guys, and I just could not do it with everything going on.
I still couldn't see it in theaters. Again, I was on vacation. I had extenuating circumstances. So I guess, unfortunately, I am going to have to just see it on my fucking 32-inch TV and not in the theater. Maybe they'll have another release. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Well, they're re-releasing it in Japan in black and white. And, like, I need to see that. Like, that needs to come back to the
Kurosawa
States.
shit.
Oh, man, sign me up. Well, even Ishiro Honda, man.
No, I mean, literally every black and white movie ever, but that's what I think of as Kurosawa for some reason instantly.
What I will say about Godzilla -1, my short review is, like, it is a fucking small triumph. After 30 some odd movies, you managed to make it fresh and beautiful and heartfelt and epic, and it was just so much fucking Godzilla. Like, it was insane. When people are saying it's the best since the original, I don't know if I would go as far as to say that, but it is fucking wonderful. It's really, really good, and we'll dive deeper into that at a later point. But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I saw it twice. I saw it in the X theater, and I saw it in IMAX. And
Lucky duck.
It was great.
Yeah, just weird timing. I'm almost available 99% of the year. I very rarely am unavailable. It just lined up that way. It's like, son of a bitch.
It's not.
I had to go to Disneyland, motherfucker. How dare you?
I didn't say that. You did.
No, I'm just saying, universe. How dare you have a good time at Disney? You're not seeing Godzilla. That's your punishment. You can't see Godzilla X. Go have some more fucking corn dogs.
The best thing about movies is that they'll still be there.
No, I know.
So we can cover it whenever the fuck we want.
It was just a bummer because I like to see certain things in the theater.
Oh, 100%.
But
No, 100%.
I was not. I'm just saying I was having a good time, but I just didn't see the movie.
I'll tell you what. When's your birthday again?
It's in January.
It's in January. So you know what we'll do? I'll rent a fucking movie theater for you, and I'll have them play Godzilla -1.
Right after we go to the old hibachi.
Oh, dude.
You know, that's what I like for my birthday.
Now you're talking, man. Oh, man, that was a good birthday.
I might be doing that again this year.
Hey, sign me up, dude. It's always a good time.
Would like to thank Nathaniel Fincher for a $5 super chat. Saying your episode on To All a Good Night is one of their faves.
Oh, really?
Thank you for Jennifer Runyon.
Jennifer Runyon, yeah, there you go. I was just about to say 8 o'clock.
Definitely was not involved with the murder of that student, even though she definitely kind of pushed her off the edge.
Well, then she got her comeuppance in Carnosaur, so there you go.
But anyway, just to continue their comment, they said, it helped me get through a dark time in my life. Thank you. Any thoughts on depression during Xmas? We kind of talked about that earlier, actually.
Yeah, but
Nathaniel.
We can spit some more for right now.
Yeah, sure.
First of all, excuse me. Thank you so much, and we think that's wonderful. That was able to help you through a dark time. Depression and Christmas. I don't think. I know it gets worse around the holidays for a lot of people.
Plus, you can't really go out if you want to as much. It's colder.
It's cold.
You stay in more. Bad weather.
It's dreary. If you don't have people around you that are trying to help you or cheer you up, it's difficult. I would say I'm trying to give myself my own good advice.
Yeah,
because
I feel you on that.
I'm the same way, and Sean's going through some stuff too. So I guess you could share in a second, but like the way I try to do it is, look at all the good things, and that's like the hardest thing to do because you want to pile all those bad things on you. My wife tells me this all the time, so this is actually my wife talking. But like, you pile all those bad things on top of you, and you spiral down this fucking hole, and you're like, but this sucks, and this sucks, and this sucks, and why can't this be this way, and why do I feel like this, and like I'm a fuck up, and I'm a loser, and I'm bad at what I do, and I'm a fucking imposter, and like, look at all the good things.
Right.
And like I come here and I see you guys sitting, all these people sitting in this chat talking to me, talking to us right now, and being like, "We love your show," and we're hanging out with us, and you're talking to us, and like that is such a special thing. And it's finding things like that and being like, "Oh, I'm helping this. I'm helping. We're helping you, Nathan. You know, we're helping you get through your time, and helping you get through your time is actually helping me get through mine."
Sure.
If
Yeah.
that makes sense. So enlightening yourself to those things, I feel like is a good way to combat that.
Yeah, and I mean, just to add to that, I pretty much agree with what Joe said. I mean, I don't want to get too personal here, but like I have a problem with showing emotions. I don't know. It's always something I've kind of dealt with. I usually just
Even to me.
I just kind of get angry, but generally speaking, this is kind of maybe might sound like a cop out answer, and I feel like I've maybe had similar answers to questions in this vein in the past. But I'll watch a movie, I'll play a video game, I'll find something that I enjoy doing, whatever that may be, whatever your hobby that you enjoy. It could be woodworking, could be doing yard work. I don't know what it is. Could be
Yeah.
watching us. I don't know what it is. But I just try to find that activity, kind of just not shut your brain off because it's impossible not to think about whatever
No.
you're dealing with. But whether it's, imaginary, like in your head rather, or if it's actually real, like real world problems, you never know, like, how your mind might mess with you.
Yeah.
But that's just how I personally deal with it. But I know like that's my specific case. I know that doesn't always work for everybody, but I just try to like watch or do an activity, like watch TV or do an activity that I know is going to keep my mind off that. Yeah. Still probably thinking about whatever's going on in my life, but now I'm focused on Final Fantasy, Now,
Sure.
now I'm thinking about how I'm going to save the world, That's just how I deal with it personally. And that's just the whole year round, but especially around Christmas. I mean, hey, throw some Christmas cookies in the fucking oven if you want to keep a Christmas theme. Throw in like your Christmas Vacations, those movies that make you laugh. Like, don't put anything on depressing.
No.
That's kind of helpful. Like, I love my horror movies, but sometimes I just want to watch Muppets Christmas Carol.
Sure.
Sometimes I just want to watch fucking Clifford for the 100th time. Also another film we need to cover on this show.
Yes, 100%.
An insane film.
Yes.
But like that's what I would say, just to add an addendum to what Joe said, because I also agree with what Joe said. Just I know sometimes it's hard to be positive. It's easier said than done. I was just sitting here kind of giving an answer. And it's different than you're just sitting there thinking about a thing. But I guess that's what I said. Try to be positive or do an activity that brings you joy. Escapism,
Yes,
exactly,
yes.
Daniel.
And like Sean said, like it's different for everybody. Find that thing, hang on to it, and submerge yourself in it.
It's helpful
and it's
for
helpful.
us, yeah.
It just to take your mind off of the thing for a little while, and just doing that can help you realign.
Go for a drive, clean your fucking house. Honestly, stuff like that helps.
Clean your house, take a fucking shower,
Go
get
for a
some
walk.
new clothes, or go for a walk, or take a run, or work out, or what the fuck was I gonna say? I don't know. Any of those kinds of things.
Activity, yeah.
Do something nice for somebody else.
Yeah,
that'll help too. Giving yourself purpose is a huge combatant to that stuff. Do something nice for somebody else. And that could be it.
Yeah.
Again, see what works for you.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's still going to be a struggle. There's not going to be a thing and all your fucking problems are going to go away.
One step at a time.
And it would be worth it if you have the means to talk to somebody, a professional, which I need to do myself. So
there you go.
So there you go. We're all feeling it, and don't feel alone or isolated. And you always have a place to come when you're with the fucking dumpster boys and this wonderful community here.
Especially after the last few years,
Yeah.
I think that as the entire globe kind of went through between like COVID and just
so much.
the environmental climate, if that even makes any fucking sense. Like the climate, I guess you'd say, in general, not necessarily the happiest of things in the world.
I mean, like, what do you think this show is to us?
Sure, it is also an escapism for us on some level.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, movies are my thing. Like Sean said, movies are my thing too. So like putting on a really good movie that I love, it usually helps. And being able to talk about it in a real way with my best friend, it's like a form of therapy. And even when Connor was on the show, that helped him through some spots too, So, but when you put it all together, you should be able to navigate it a little bit better. So hopefully that's a good answer, and that helps.
Yes, and as John Browning in the chat just said, it's a nice to have a place to come. So C-U-M specifically is how he spelled that.
It
Thanks, Johnny.
all comes back to it. We also coming back to the guests and stuff. We also had Heebie-Jeebie TV. We had Adam, Jake, and Eric on for their Heebie-Jeebie TV. Then that was the first.
That was fun.
That was the first of the
interview style show we want to do.
The Ripe Review interview stuff that we're going to be doing.
Or Fresh Picks.
Oh, excuse me, Fresh Picks, not Ripe Reviews. My bad.
You're good.
Too much of the fucking Mad Elf.
That was me earlier.
He's hitting me up now.
Yeah, I had to slow down.
But yeah, the Fresh Pick stuff. Excuse me. We're gonna be doing more interviews and stuff. We wanted to do more this year. We just we got behind, and that's the long and short of it. We have a list of people that we're gonna be talking to and about things. So I'm very excited. And on that note, I wanted to mention Crypt Video Rentals because we got to do that in October. That was fucking great.
That.
Yeah.
I think we did that twice this year too. Actually, I forget where the other one might have been, like March or May or something like that. It was a while ago.
So Tim did, I think 3 this year. So he did one that we covered.
There's one in Baltimore too.
Well, that's next year.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna talk about it in a second because we're gonna fucking be there, folks.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Yes.
No, you're good. There was the one we went and we filmed it and did like interviews with everybody, all of our friends there, and talking about the event itself. Then there was the one we did in October, which was super fucking fun. And we got a table there and we saw all of our friends, and then we got to host the intro to Hocus Pocus. That was fucking great on VHS. That was so much fun.
They actually had intros by some of the actors, which I didn't even know that was going to happen.
Yeah,
but that was awesome.
Doug Jones, that fucking guy from Erie, Indiana, who has the weird name that I don't know, and somebody else, I think.
Well, right, Max
Dennison,
whatever his real name is. Who knows?
He's got a unique name.
Yes, which I feel like we did actually talk about on a previous live show, but I still can't get over Doug Bradley, how sentimental he was on that little clip.
Doug Jones.
Doug Jones. Yeah, imagine it was Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley's like, I wasn't in this fucking movie.
The fucking pinhead comes out of that grave.
I was in Pumpkinhead 3 and 4 that nobody watched.
Tony from Act the Movies watched it. But you're right. Yeah, we did do that also.
Yes. Yeah.
Monster Mania, we also
we did, yeah. But
VHS Fest,
which I'm sure there's going to be another one this year, so we're going to be going to that. I
don't know. For Video Rentals, I don't know if you had more to say about that.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna do a Monster Mania this year. That's to be seen. But we're definitely gonna be at Crypt Video Rentals in January, and I think that's
the 13th. I think
it's the 12th, 13th, and 14th.
The weekend.
Let me just double check that because I don't want to give bad info, yo. I'm almost positive.
Omri Katz.
Omri Katz.
Thank you, Ain't Sam.
See, like that's a weird. It's not a weird name. It's just a unique name.
Yes.
It's hard to remember. Yeah, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, or the 13th and 14th. I think it's definitely Saturday. It's definitely Sunday, or it's definitely Friday. And it's that weekend. But we're gonna be in Baltimore, folks. So anybody that's out in Baltimore, we're gonna be seeing Video Villa's gonna be there.
Oh yeah, they have a table. I think
Logan and Becca's gonna be there, so we're gonna be hanging out with them. That's gonna be fucking awesome. So yeah, all kinds of good stuff. It's Crypt Video Con. Okay, so I think the main guest there is going to be Found Footage Festival, and they're going to be doing some cool shit. So it's going to be a fucking banger. We're going to have so much fun.
You got to follow them on Twitter, by the way, if you're not. They posted. They post funny shit all the time, which is also kind of the reason why you want to see them at events. But they posted this fucking Yo-Yo Man video I had to retweet.
They find such good shit, and they were hilarious. They were at VHS Fest when we went. They hosted that. Well, they didn't host it, but they had a segment that they did.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun hanging out with those guys and everybody at Crypt Video. And Tapes from the Crypt retro release video. I don't know who else. I know there's a lot of vendors, but I don't know who's actually going to be there in person.
Right.
I don't want to speak on that yet, but you can go find out. Go to Crypt Video Rentals on Instagram and stuff like that. And you'll find out all of that stuff. We're going to be posting about it soon. We're going to be making a little video. We're going to be posting about it a lot. I was supposed to, shame on me because I was supposed to post about it last week, but we had to get the episodes out and get all that shit out. So we're going to be promoting it big time going into the new year. And we hope to see you there if you're in Baltimore, if you want to take a ride out there, because it's going to be fucking awesome. We're going to have a banger. It's going to be a good time. Oh, and they're showing the Blob and they're showing the Thing.
Oh, shit.
Come on. The 88 Blob. And
the
82 Thing? Is it 82?
I don't know.
I think it's 82.
I mean, not to say that those originals aren't good too, but I like the remake
of
both of them.
John Carpenter's The Thing and Blob 88. So that's gonna be it's gonna be such a good time. So if you can make it, that'd be awesome. And yeah, Tales from the Crypt and Retro Release Video always put on a great show. Tim Farce, it's great. It's such a good time. It's a video store pop up, so it's like
Right.
it's like going into your old video store. There's standees and all kinds of good shit. There's VHS tapes.
You could literally watch a video on our channel that shows you
Tells
kind
you
of what it looks like.
all about it.
Yeah.
It's all of the info, the need to know info is in that Crypt Video Rentals interview video, the fresh pics of that.
Or just like check out their Instagram.
Yeah,
or like
check out their Instagram.
Look at our Instagram where we post a ton of pictures from the events we've been
Yeah.
to. If you want to get a feel for what it might be.
Yeah, it's a banger. So if you're in the Baltimore area, definitely go check it out. And get your tickets.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about it soon. What else? Do we have anything else we're going to talk about?
You had a couple things written down. If you
Oh,
don't.
yeah. Well, I just want the last couple guests that we had.
Sure.
We had Kieran.
Oh yeah.
On for Home Sweet Home.
Well, that one was actually Sweet Home.
Sweet Home. Fuck! I just fucked it up. I did both of them backwards. In the beginning, I fucked it up, and then I just fucked it up.
Well,
Now,
at least
so Sweet
it
Home.
was the same episode. At least
Yeah.
there's a through line.
There you go. That's the joke. That's the setup and payoff, folks.
Hope he's doing good. I talked to him recently over text message. You can still check his streams out at Kieran with 5 E's.
Yeah, I think
over on Twitch.
I think he streamed tonight.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got the notification before that he was
Oh,
streaming.
man,
yeah.
check him out.
He might be streaming right this second.
he
So
was-
go check him out after we're done.
When he was on, I mean, this is a couple months back at this
Yeah.
point, but he was talking about how he's been playing every Zelda game. And he was on,
Which is pretty awesome.
on Ocarina at the time. So it's been-
Ocarina.
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 Potato. That's another one we should do. The fucking Monsters. That movie's great, by the way.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Again, maybe not a movie we should cover because there's so many other things, but
Sure.
fun film.
Well, we could talk about it.
Tomato, but actually it might be the second one. Anyway, I digress.
Tomato, potato.
It's
potato.
Eddie's going on about
Yeah,
it. But
okay.
yeah, thanks Kieran for joining us. And then
Yeah.
we went on his show or his
His
Twitch
stream.
and we played the game. That game's hard as shit.
It's an RPG. It's like one of the first horror RPGs.
Yeah.
I think it might be the first one. I'm not entirely sure.
It definitely has some adventure elements to it because there's
Yeah.
like stuff where you gotta like jump out of the way and shit.
It was tough, man.
Yeah.
Like you had to get wood to walk across the thing, and if you walked across it too many fucking times, it broke, and then you were fucked.
And
then
it was
you had-
based on your weight of your characters,
Yeah,
which was kind of interesting for
it's-
an NES game.
it's very complicated and involved, and like it was one of those things. And we talked about it in the episode, but it was like you have to take notes, and if you don't
Yeah.
take notes while you're playing the game, you will not beat the fucking game.
Yeah, I don't want to forget to mention these last couple people if,
Yeah.
if there are, but I do wonder, and maybe you guys can let us know right in the chat here or in the comments, but if you want some more video game related stuff, because that's something that we talked about on the show many times. We both play video games, but we did that Mortal Kombat playthrough.
Yeah,
of
we
the
did.
new game.
Yeah.
For Patreon, and we were kind of playing with the idea of maybe streaming that at some point. Never did. Maybe down the road, we might just do that one day on a random day, just if people want to check it out.
So we Sean and I need to discuss the
Sure,
schedule,
semantics.
semantics availability. But one of the things that's on the table is making we're not sure if it's going to be YouTube or Twitch exactly, but one of those is going to be active with. We are going to be playing video games, and not necessarily new video games, but like stuff like like we want to do that Predator 2.
Yeah, we wanted to do like the Predator stuff, and like even there was that idea with Tony. I don't know if that would be on his channel or on Movie Dumpster, where the Pumpkinhead game.
We're gonna try to do the joint thing. We wanted to do it for October this year. It didn't happen, but we want to get together with Tony and finally do the Pumpkinhead 2 DOS game.
Yeah.
So
and I would love
so
to
that'd be
go
fun.
back maybe this Halloween.
Yeah.
Not promising anything, but maybe finally just beating Sweet Home. Maybe we could get Kieran
Oh,
back
man.
on.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be a
Shit.
video. I want to do stuff like that. We
Yeah.
even had a whole show idea. I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yes.
That we just
we have the footage still.
if-
we could
yeah, we
theoretically put
I
it
could
out.
Put it out as like a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, if you guys
but-
want to see that, let us know.
I won't say the name because someone will steal it, but it was a show that was video game related that I think has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
That if we one day could pull it off, I think you guys would really enjoy. But we're always in the back of our head. This is a movie show. It is always going to be a movie related channel, but
Sure.
we do like video games. We talk about Resident Evil all fucking time.
Yeah. But we
And
also,
Mortal Kombat.
we also love to play video games.
Yes.
I just beat Mario RPG, the remake.
Yeah.
It
Oh, how good was that,
it
by
was
the way? Let's talk
fucking-
about that just for a second.
yeah, hell, dude, it was so good.
I wish that game was longer.
Man, you're telling me. So I'm on New Game Plus, or
I didn't do the new
Post-game.
game plus, to
Yeah.
be fair, so
Yeah.
I guess I do have some bosses to beat.
well, I just started to get back again. So you can only get Bowser's most powerful weapon and Malo's most powerful weapon in New Game Plus.
Okay.
But the fucking bosses, like I'm at level. You top out at 30, right?
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
I think
yeah,
you top
yeah,
out at
yeah.
30, and I'm like at 29 for everybody.
You kind of got to be 30 to fight that Final Fantasy boss Kronos or whatever the fuck they're called.
And I didn't go back to fight him yet, but I got my fucking ass whooped by that bomb guy in the fucking Mobile mine.
Okay. Maybe I'll go back eventually then.
Because you have to like hit the bombs so they turn around and then blow him up because you can't directly attack him because you don't do much damage.
Kind of cool.
But like if you don't fucking attack, like if you don't
using luck hammer?
No. Luck hammer.
Use that luck hammer.
I was using the lazy shell. I got lazy shell, I got the claw for Bowser, I got the sonic symbols for Mallow, and Peach's got the frying pan.
I don't know what I have.
And Gino has
remember.
the fucking star gun? I think he's got the star gun.
Something like that. Yeah. I should have gotten rid of it and gave him like the best like Mario hammer at the end. Like I forgot I was at the end because I'm a dumbass.
The lazy shell is better than the ultra hammer.
Well, I don't use the ultra hammer. I use the luck hammer because the thing
What's
with the
luck hammer?
The thing with the luck hammer, this is how you break the game.
Okay.
You use the luck hammer.
Deep lore.
Because every time you use the luck hammer, it basically it's like your critical or something. I get it's been a month since I played it, but you're like your critical is based on your luck and
and it's higher.
Yeah, so you're like sometimes you'll get a hit that's like 40 and it does like no damage or like 5.
But sometimes we'll do like.
But the thing is, every time you get luck in a battle, at the end you get that Yoshi thing. Every time. So every time you use a luck hammer, you're getting luck every battle.
Oh shit.
So you just game the system. If you have good eye vision, you just watch where that Yoshi because basically Yoshi pops up like a casino reel, and if you could find Yoshi out of the 3, like a cup game kind of thing, you get double experience, or you get the same experience, or you get 0 experience.
I haven't played the minigame portion of it. I haven't done that really. So I'm gonna go back and fuck with that.
I never actually did beat the Yoshi race because it's a pain in the ass, and I just am bad at the tapping back and forth shit.
I did that shit like first try.
I'm horrible at that.
It was tough. I kept doing the practice because it like wasn't lining
Yeah,
up.
I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, if you use the luck hammer, you get lucky every single fight because every hit pretty much you're getting a luck point for. So at the end of every match, you do that, and like you might fuck it up and get 0 sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many times where you just get double. I'm like way over leveled by the end. I fucking whiffed the last boss. I didn't die once.
Me neither. King Smithy or Smithy or whatever.
Anyway, it's kind of a hack.
Well, it's a thing of like I was like purposely going around and like leveling the fuck up. I went to Smithy at like 28.
Right. No, yeah. You're gonna whip his ass at that point.
Whip his ass, especially if you're fucking good at dodging.
That's like
or blocking.
Final Fantasy 6. I had to play through that again for work.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, everyone crying in a corner for Sean, but if you level up in that game, because there's like a thing at the end where you got to split your party into 3. And you have like there's like 15 characters or whatever it is, 12 characters or whatever. That makes sense. But like I always like level up like, oh, everyone's like 50, I should be good. So like the stuff leading up to the final boss is fucking harder than the final boss. I whipped the final boss's ass in like 4 hits. I was like, all right, my one guy's using like a jump, fucking hits 4,000 damage, 3,000 damage.
Holy shit!
I transform into a fucking like half magic person or whatever.
Mage or something?
Dropping Ultima on him, 999. Oh, he's dead. All right. 40 hours later, kill the fucking last boss in like 1 turn. Whatever. Yeah. I guess that's better than fucking 40 turns. And actually, that happened to me once on this game, Legend of Dragoon for PlayStation.
Oh shit! I love Legend of Dragoon.
Great game. I kind of wish they would remake it because it has a lot of good ideas, but it kind of drags ass in the middle.
Yeah.
But I like the whole like pressing at the exact time. If anyone's in the chat's ever played it, it's this RPG for PlayStation where you have like button presses on screen to do combos, and if you don't do the combos, you're gonna have a bad time. Basically.
Oh yeah.
But shit, where was I going with that? Just to finish that thought, because then I want to move on.
You're talking about Legend of Dragoon and how it related to Final Fantasy. There was something you wanted to talk about specifically.
The moment is gone.
Sorry,
those mad elves. They did me dirty.
They creep up on you. They hit you with the fucking ultra hammer, dude.
Yeah.
I wish it was the lucky hammer.
Long story short, like, yeah, you spent all that. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Legend of Dragoon. I got to the end, but I wasn't like leveled up enough, and I didn't really know at the time. The first time I played it, and the last boss I played for like 2 fucking hours, and I guess like it just froze, and I had to like redo it. It was like a nightmare.
Oh, that sucks.
But then like my second time I played it, I like leveled up and actually like grinded a little, and I whipped his ass in like 20 minutes. I was like, oh. I just wasn't leveled up enough.
That was the only thing because I let Julie play, and I said because she doesn't really like to play video games because she gets freaked out and she button mashes. Like if we play like she loves watching me play Batman, like the Arkham games, but doesn't actually like to play because she freaks out when she has to fight people. I said, hun, it's a turn based game. So like nobody's gonna hit you. You have time to think and pick your move or your magic or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And then when you do it, you just
RPG.
have to time it to, get extra damage or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever it is,
right,
whether
for Mario
for
RPG
Mario.
or something.
Yeah. So she loved it. She
Okay,
really
yeah.
enjoyed it. So we're going back through. We were going hard for a while, like over the Christmas break.
Oh yeah.
Like we brought it to my mother-in-law's and stuff, and we were playing it there.
So you're at the end game is the point.
yeah, I beat it the other night, and
Oh,
then
okay,
and
yeah,
then we now I'm going back and I'm beating the other bosses, like going back to Bellome again and getting doing all that shit.
I'm at that point in my life. I mean, yeah, 30, gonna be 36 in a couple weeks. Where I'm just like I was playing God of War, the first one, because I have like the new one, but like I'm one of those weirdos that's like I gotta play the old ones first. I gotta know the whole story.
No, man, I totally get that.
So
I'm the fucking guy who needs to do all the stuff in Zelda before I beat Ganondorf. Like I I know, I had to 100% complete it before I fucking go fight him.
Well, there's just like this part in the first God of War where you gotta like I'm sure people that play God of War know exactly what I'm about to say, but there's this part where there's a spike room. You gotta move this fucking block from this like grate into this one spot, and you gotta jump on the box and jump onto this ledge.
Yeah.
You got like 10 fucking seconds to do this, and there is not like a half a second of like error, like room for error. And I Googled this, and a lot of people online were like saying this is like the most difficult part in the game, yada yada. I'm like, I did it like 15 times, couldn't do it. And I said, you know what?
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I have PlayStation Premium. I'm just gonna look up the end of the game on YouTube. It's like it came out in 2005. Why do I give a shit? There's like 5 more of these games. Let me just look it up, and that's what I did. And I was like, oh, that seems pretty interesting. I kind of wish I played that, but fuck this Fox part.
On that note,
because there's so many games, I'm like, I'll just play something else. I don't have the patience anymore.
On that note, like I'm gonna say that like the next thing I'm gonna do in Mario RPG is jump 100 times in a row.
I did not do any of that.
I'm gonna get so fucking pissed off.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to complete the whole thing, it's worth doing.
I like to be like, I did
it.
that and I did all the little side quests. I mean, I enjoy that.
I am a completionist, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what game? I'm just gonna play God of War 2 instead. And guess what? It's already way fucking better. I should have started with that.
But like you said, you wish it was longer, and that's kind of like how
Mario
I stretch
RPG,
out the longevity of it. You know, what I mean? But I will totally be playing Mario RPG like all over again.
I actually have a SNES card of it. I'm kind
Do
of
you
like
really?
tempted to like replay.
Do you want to
on
fuck
that.
around and do it like through the stream?
I gotta
for,
see
like,
where it
for the
is.
OG.
Maybe.
That would be a lot of fun. I'd like to do that. And we can talk about like comparing the differences and stuff. I'm sure there's fucking 900 videos on YouTube about it.
I think there's actually a way. I never did figure it out, but to play the whole game in that mode, like you don't have to play the 3D version. I think.
No way. Well,
again, no quote me on
So what was
that,
cool
but-
about that was like, I guess it's spoilers for the end of the RPG remake, but it's like the old ending for RPG.
Oh
and
yeah,
then,
that
like,
was cool.
And then like how it
Transforms.
goes to night, and like when you're on the ship, the pirate ship like lights up, and then it's all 3D again.
Yep, that was cool.
So fucking cool, man.
It's a really good remake.
It's really good.
Speaking of remakes, I'm really hoping that Apollo Justice remake is good. I'm playing through the Great Ace Attorney games right now because I got a gift card. I'm like,
Oh, there you go.
Ace Attorney.
You're a big Ace Attorney.
Well, I've beaten all the Apollo Justice games, but like I never played the Great Ace Attorney. But they're doing like an Apollo Justice remake finally, which is like the series after the original 3 that for some reason they just never remade for like a decade or 2 decades now. Anyway,
we talked about this before, but we are going to do a Patreon exclusive of our series that we created called Noob Sauce.
we should do that.
We're gonna do it, and we're gonna air. We're gonna show you guys the final episode that never aired.
Yes, I did send the link. Just some more inside baseball on a thing you have zero context for. We did have this one.
We'll fill you in on the watch along.
We're
gonna do a watch
this
along.
fan Pinchy for years that was following along, and like this was a series we worked with this guy. This guy George we used to be friends with. But we worked on it with him and a few other people. But like over the years, like because the series just kind of it came out like the first 5 or 6 episodes came out like kind of consistently, and then like there was a bunch of problems behind the scenes. Then it'd be like a year, next episode comes out. 2 years, next episode comes out. This guy Pinchy, God bless Pinchy, and I'm sure you guys have probably been fans of something in the similar vein. I know I have for other things.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're following that creator or that musician or that artist, whatever it may be, and you're like, oh, the new thing came out.
Finally,
it's an 8-minute episode, 3 years removed from the last one. But yeah, it's this fun series we did. I think we've talked about it before, right? Of this Monopoly game where a bunch of gamers get a little too into it.
Well, you guys had done a version of it And then
way
and,
back in the day,
like way back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
And and we watched it and we're like, this is fucking funny as hell. So we all decided to remake it.
Right, and actually wrote some
And
material,
like wrote different
and,
characters. Like there's the RPG player, there's the otaku, which is
that
right
was what,
sitting next to me.
Yu-Gi-Oh Boy was
Yu-Gi-Oh
the name of the
Boy.
character. You can look this shit up if you
I
want.
mean, you could see it. It's still up on YouTube, but like, wouldn't it be more fun to watch it with us on
Yes,
Patreon?
yes.
And we'll tell you all about it. And like,
The
we were
madness
there and
behind
we
it.
shot it, and we'll tell you all about like, the editing and behind the scenes stuff and all the inside baseball that
why it took so long.
the juicy bits, if you will. Plus that last episode, you're not gonna see it unless you.
It is an unlisted video currently.
Yes.
It's out there for Pinchy, and I think a few other people I sent the
You
link
sent it
to.
to 'em.
I had to send it to Pinchy since I'm talking about the guy.
I'm gonna talk about the catharsis of like what the second season was gonna be.
Yeah, because we used to. I mean,
Because like that was gonna be like for fucking like 19-year-old Joe Lascola, that was my magnum opus at the time. Like I was like, we're gonna do this.
sure.
Remember we all those plans we had.
Yeah. Because like we haven't talked about this a ton. I mean, I feel like we have more in the earlier seasons of the show, but like we originally had more of a film background, especially Joe.
Yeah.
But we came more from a film background, and a lot of it was doing stuff on YouTube and doing stuff in school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we were doing a lot of stuff back in 18, 19, early 20s of stuff in that vein of just like, what's something funny? We write scripts. We would do a lot of storyboards and just base stuff off the storyboards. A lot of sketch comedy stuff.
Lots of
back in
sketch
the
comedy
day.
stuff. We'll actually make a mix for you too when
why not? Fuck it.
because we have a lot of stuff that
I think some of that stuff's legitimately hilarious.
I think
to
it's still
this day.
funny, even though
Some
like
of it maybe not so much, doesn't hold up, but very far and few between.
I want
on
to
that.
see your guys' reactions to a lot of stuff
Yeah.
because I want to throw some Hungry Closet stuff on there. I want to throw
that'd
some
be
old
kinda
Dot
fun.
Swoop stuff on there.
That Swoop was the name of the stuff with the Noob Sauce.
With
was the name
Noob
of the
Sauce,
show.
yeah, Noob Sauce was the show. We did Synaptic Kamikaze.
Yes,
Which
which is like a sketch comedy show.
oh my god, I will never ever fucking be okay with this. But there was a show that we were doing called The Sitcom.
Right. Yeah, we filmed a bunch of shit.
And
for
we
it.
filmed 4 episodes of it, and I'm so like I want to cry right now because like that show, like not that it was like anything spectacular
for us it
or
was.
anybody would give a shit outside of us, but like that was some of our best things we've ever done, like as kids, like
Sure,
as like independent filmmakers. Like we put so much into that, and it's just lost to fucking time.
Yeah, well, my reason of like going into that in the first place
Yeah.
is just that we originally wanted to make movies on
Yeah.
some level, and I think that's why we do stuff like the Dobby skits occasionally, or like which I would like to get back to next season.
We're gonna do that more next season again.
Because we had a bunch of ideas that we've been staring at for a couple years now that hopefully we could pull the trigger on next year. You'll find out.
Yeah. Big time.
But there's at least 3 or 4 ideas that are really like stewing to the top of the dumpster. Hopefully, but you'll find out. Probably Patreon will find out first.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. Just real quick, Daniel
Sure.
Butcher says, "Does anybody remember I Come in Peace?" Fuck yeah, dude. Dolph Lundgren classic. It's
The
also
alien?
it's also called Dark Angel. No, he's a cop and he fights a fucking alien, a
Okay.
fucking drug dealer alien that comes to Earth to extract these. He throws these fucking like Without Warning. We talked about it on the
Never saw it, but I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
we talked about it on the Monster in the Closet episode.
There's your Predator episode.
Yeah, and the Predator episode too.
No, I'm saying for this.
Oh shit! Fuck it. Let's do Without Warning.
There you go.
Yeah, hell yeah. We did talk about it with Graydon Clark too because he directed it.
Oh yeah.
If you want to check out the Uninvited episode and
Yes.
the interview with
That's
Graydon
no
Clark.
crazy. We interviewed him. He
What
was so
what
chill.
What a fucking great dude. What a great dude.
Fun book too.
It's a fun book too. But what the fuck was I just talking about?
I don't know. I just read a comment from Connor saying, "God, I would love to
I
be
come in-
Granny Van Dam." And Connor, if we can fly you out and we can make it happen, you'll be the first. I keep saying you're going to be the first to find out. Of course, Connor would be the first to find out.
If Connor
Would love to do
somehow landed on the East Coast and was like, "Hey guys, we're here. I'm here for
We're filming
3
something.
weeks or a month." The motherfucker's going in a wheelchair with old lady makeup on his face.
Otherwise, it's got to be one of us, and it ain't
It's
gonna
not
feel
the same.
right.
It's not the same.
Not that we're opposed to that,
Yeah,
but
it's not the
Connor,
same.
you are the originator of GVD.
Yes. He
Or
does
in
the
that respect.
voice the best
Yes.
because it's his character. I could do it a little bit, but Connor's
I
that's
work
Connor's
on
character.
my old lady voice sometimes, but I don't have that shit down.
No,
I, even
you're more Grant.
I got a D&D. I got to DM more. I got to get back into my D&D voices and shit.
Oh shit! Bolero Snort Brewery that I always tell you about?
Sure.
That I got. Remember when we did
I
the
can kind of picture the
remember,
logo
remember
actually
with the horns and it says
Yeah,
BS?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or do you remember when bullshit, right? Do you remember when we did the Ghostbusters watch along and I got
Right,
you
yeah.
the marshmallow, the tangerine, the ecto cooler with the tangerine. You
Oh,
hated
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's sour.
Yeah.
They're doing a Dungeons and Dragons night or Dungeons and Brews or some shit like that.
Huh. Interesting.
Dungeons and Drafts. I don't know why. I
Oh,
don't know why I'm
okay.
giving Bolero Snort free promotion. Hey,
Why
let's do it.
not?
Let's
Fuck 'em.
collab and do a beer together. You're in New Jersey. We're Jersey boys.
The
Let's do
movie
it.
Dumpster Ale.
Dumpster juice, baby.
Dumpster juice.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
true.
a dumpster juice sour that's green. That would be fucking sweet. Anyway, I thought that'd be fun. If we're free, we should do that together. That'd be fun.
That sounds fun.
Um,
I don't know if they're. We probably went off on a runoff sentence somewhere in there, but I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to say in particular.
not really. You want to talk a little bit about what's coming up for 2024?
Yeah, I mean,
and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
do we want to talk about that episode that we got planned? The first one, at least.
We can talk about that first episode because that's fine.
Because I'm hyped for it.
That's solidified. That's going to be it's going to be in January for sure.
Speaking of non-horror movies,
Not even remotely fucking close.
Although I would love to see if it doesn't already exist, a horror trailer, like that like the reverse of The Shining.
Maybe
If you know what I'm talking about, there's that comedy trailer someone did years ago that's like Shining as like a romantic comedy. Like I would love to see this film as a horror film.
Yes. I think Wednesday in Pugsley would be like, oh fuck, they're gonna be in the Happy Shack or whatever the fuck it is, watching it.
But the first film of the year, as of this live stream, is going to be one of my personal favorite, kind of family, heartwarming, but very fucking funny in my opinion.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy.
I don't even know the year off the top of my head, but it's Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings, man.
It's a film that I have a lot of history with,
Yes.
and I'll save those stories for the actual episode.
I'm very excited for that. I'm so excited for that.
John Candy, and I'll know their names by the time we do the episode. The rest of the actors. What a great movie. If you haven't seen Cool Runnings, it's about the Olympic team. I think it was 92, but I could be wrong about that. Early 90s or late 80s team. Jamaican bobsled team.
We're a Jamaican bobsled team.
team.
Kiss my egg.
Yeah, Kiss the Egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've been talking about this movie for a while, but we finally are going to be doing episodes in January also, by the way.
Yes.
That's also kind of the point
we're not
of me saying that.
We're not taking a break. We usually take January off and come back in February, but we're not doing that this year.
I should have led with that.
No, well, that's okay.
But yeah,
I just wanted to make sure to sneak it in there.
Exactly. So that was kind of the thing. And it's not the Winter Olympics this year. We do have the summer coming back. I thought I actually had it lined up right, but I was mistaken. I don't follow the Olympics that heavily.
Everybody's quoting the movie in the chat.
I see that. Yeah. And one of my favorites of all time, I'll just spoil this a little. I'm definitely going to bring it up in the episode, is John Candy when he makes the horse racing bet. And he's losing horribly. I have stories about that.
Let me tell you something. We haven't done Uncle Buck yet, but I'm tying it to fucking Uncle Buck, baby. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to talk about John Candy. He's like one of my favorite comedic actors.
Speaking of John Candy, just because we're on the topic, I actually watched one of his lesser movies, I will say, but fun. Delirious.
I haven't seen that.
It's about him. He's like he writes like a soap opera.
Oh man, I haven't seen that.
And it's kind of funnily enough, it's like an isekai kind of like those Japanese series where people like die and they end up in a manga.
Oh really?
Because John Candy has like a fucking trunk hit him in the head and he ends up in his own sitcom or his own soap opera and he's like wheeling and dealing. He has like this magic typewriter where he's like typing shit up and it like happens in the dream.
Wow,
it's not even that good, but it's worth watching.
I've never even heard of that one.
But John Candy, anyway.
Definitely.
So Cool Runnings is one to look forward to, coming very soon. Some point in January. We're going to have more shit in January. Like we said, that Good Burger 2 will probably be January.
Don't make any promises, but...
That's why I said probably. I did say probably.
Good Burger 2, and like we said, Good Burger 2, and like all the shit from this year that we didn't catch up on.
That's true.
We're gonna kind of fit in there somewhere.
Because we do have ideas for both of those Shin movie, or not both Shin, Shin, Kamen Rider, and
I'll tell you right now.
-1.
I'll tell you right now. Nathan is going to come on.
Our buddy Nathan TZ,
yeah. Nathan TZ is going to come on from Henshin Justice to talk about Shin Kamen Rider. I think he is the man for the job. He's the expert. He knows more. He knows more about that than anybody that I know. So that's going to be very, very fun.
That'll be fun because it'll be kind of like, not that we haven't done ripe reviews when they've come out on Blu-ray or anything like that, but I don't know if we've done one in a while. Maybe like even the amusement park's like the last one that comes to mind.
The amusement park?
Maybe,
That's
I don't know.
That's not the last right review. The last right review.
No, I'm saying like that was like a Blu-ray release, and that's why I'm colored it, because that's what it kind of ended up being.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
It was.
Yeah. Somebody's
It'd just be interesting to cover it in that sense. That's all I'm saying.
Real quick. Hold on. Where the fuck is it?
Joe's in the chat here for the audio listeners.
Ain't Sam says fucking bobsledding magic man. Voodoo fucking bobsledding magic man.
That'll be in there somewhere,
dude,
I'm sure.
You know King Willie. You know they're part of the fucking King Willie's gang, dude. It's happening.
I got a lot of material already in the back. Again, been watching this film for like 20 plus years with my brothers. I'll go into it in the episode.
Ooh, I can't wait. It's coming back to Predator 2. Don't you worry about it.
But like Joe said, beyond that, we'll announce as we get closer, and we'll probably take a couple weeks off here and do some stuff behind the scenes. But we'll have those talks from the dark side might come back in the interim.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, that's kind of the immediate
we're getting
stuff coming.
We're literally getting right back to work after the new year. We're literally getting right back to work. So we're gonna try to write that plane for 2024 and fucking fly into 2025.
Bobsledding.
Well,
feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Yeah, there you go. That lucky egg, dude, is gonna pull us through.
You'll see. Well, the lucky eggs. I'm at the ready.
That's pretty much it. That's what's coming up for 2024.
Still crazy to say, but yes.
Here we are.
Season 7.
It's season 7 is upon us. 7 fucking years coming up, dude. 7 years of doing movie dumpsters. 7 years of all you lovely people listening to the show, talking about the show, sharing the show, telling us that you like the show, which is fucking bizarre to even hear and think about. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm getting more used to it every day, but you're 100% right.
I'll never be used to it.
Anytime you get a compliment like that, you're like, huh, wow.
I told you.
It takes a second to set in.
I think I said it on the... you
might even have said it earlier.
The live show. I don't think you were on that live show.
Oh, the one you did by yourself, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I talked about it then, but the Monster Mania that we were at in Oaks, PA, some random person came up to me that I've never seen in my life. I thought they were talking about my American Werewolf in London poster, and they're like, "Can I get a picture?" And I'm like, "Of the poster?" And they're like, "No, with you. I listened to your show." And I'm like, "What? Who the fuck are you? What are you talking about?" You know, it was just bizarre. And that I'll never take that for granted. I never take anybody listening to the show for granted. I think that's spectacular and wonderful, and I love all you guys. Well, we love all you guys, but I think it's incredible. But yeah. So with that being said, 2024 is going to be a fucking blast. We got some good shit cooking up. We're not going to spoil it all for you. We're gonna drip feed it to you.
Yes.
Patreon's going to get it first, of course. I don't think we're going to do like full episodes on Patreon and then release it.
Yeah, it'll be like your standard, like we'll probably post about this is what's coming up.
We're going to be like, oh, this is coming, what have you.
For the time being, at least.
We're going to reformat. Oh, I want to talk about that before I forget. We were going to reformat the hotline a little bit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we should maybe talk about that briefly before we go.
It's not set in stone yet, but we have talked about doing the hotline as a separate show. So it's kind of like our mailbag thing where we'll do emails, snail mails, hot mails, Jesus, hotline, answering machine stuff.
Yeah, because you probably noticed that like we stopped doing them in the episodes, and it was like we were getting voicemails. Don't get us wrong, and like we actually filmed a bunch. It was just like by the time we got to the editing the episode, it was like a month out of date, and it didn't really make any sense. And then we kind of felt bad, so we just kind of were like, we'll return to this once we figure out what we want to do.
So there will be a backlog.
Yes. I don't know if that'll be an episode or episodes, or I don't know what we're thinking exactly.
I'm saying just throw it in. We're going to throw it in the feed with, the podcast feed is all the same.
Yes.
But for YouTube, it'll be in where all the ripe reviews and fresh picks are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like that type of episode lives there.
Got you. We're also just speaking about YouTube in general. We're probably going to be, this is some serious inside baseball, but if you're curious, you'll probably see some of the stuff on the YouTube changing over the next couple of weeks. We're just going to be just updating some stuff.
Yes.
Kind of just doing some housekeeping. There's a lot of housekeeping that we've been trying to do throughout all year, and I think we're just going to just try to tackle some of it. So if you really care about that and you notice anything weird about the YouTube or some things condensing, you'll see that. But
so a big chunk of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to just put our best foot forward for 2024. We got some advice. We did some research. We're still doing some ongoing research. Just and shit you guys really don't need to hear about, but just if you're curious.
So the show
The show could continue evolving.
the show itself necessarily isn't going to change, but the
Nah.
way that it's presented,
Less semantics.
because
You'll get there.
uh it needs to be presented in a certain way to the internet as a whole,
Right. Well, there is
for
that.
it to ingest the show, to get it to people that would like to watch it.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily
semantics.
it's not necessarily going to change, but I know some of you have noticed on YouTube where it's like, oh, this thumbnail's a little weird, or this title's a little weird. Why doesn't it just say the name of the movie in the
Right.
review? Well, because YouTube don't like that. So if we put certain shit, a lot of people aren't going to see it. So
Yeah.
it's like, we're keeping the integrity of the show intact, but we're just changing the way it's presented on certain platforms.
Exactly.
If that makes sense. Just so YouTube can go, okay, I fucking see that it looks like something for the fucking algorithm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we've changed thumbnails over the years. You even
Yeah.
see them in the episodes. Like, if you've been paying attention, like, we'll talk about a movie and we'll throw the thumbnail up real quick. And if you watch all the episodes, you'll see, oh, that changed or that
Sure.
changed. And it's just, we're trying different shit. We're doing different things. And it's that game we've got to play. It doesn't impact your viewing pleasure or listening pleasure.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it hasn't impacted at all. But like for the other podcasts that are watching and listening, our
Sure,
friends,
yeah.
like, you're playing the same fucking game we are.
It's the fucking game, all right.
And we don't fucking know what we're doing. We're just trying to do the best
Yeah.
we can. So and give you the good content and shit, and make sure that we're trying to push it out as far as we can for other folks. you know?
Yeah, Daniel Fall, you're not entirely wrong. Smiling thumbnails. YouTube does like that shit.
Is that the thumbnail?
Yeah, you're slightly off camera, but the pointing.
Yeah, whatever.
There's a lot of study on why it works, but
Whatever.
anyway, just in case you see shit like that,
Yeah.
like why that thumbnail changes, because we're just trying.
We're just
stuff.
trying stuff because
You can still listen to the Hug a Bunch episode. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
It's
not going away.
Again, the content isn't going to change. It's how we present it to the internet or the algorithm, if you will,
Yeah, exactly.
whatever that may be. Anyway, enough about that. bullshit,
Sure, yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it's just semantical bullshit.
We're-
but if you were curious
Exactly.
of why we were doing that, there you go.
Worth mentioning, but yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it, dude.
2023. The sun is kind of setting on the year. Maybe New Year's breaking out its new fucking diapers.
You have your nice and white satin here to guide you through into the new year? Question mark. The
Clark Griswold with a chainsaw.
dumpster dwellers, man.
Yeah.
I just want to. I don't know if you want to say something else after I'm done,
Sure.
but I want to say, again, I really never take you guys for granted, and it's just been an incredible 6 years of this show. I didn't think it was going to last this long. There was a lot of times that we've talked about before that I thought I was just going to give up and stop. There's been days where you get up and you look in the mirror in the morning, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? And it's been awesome to find other folks. I mean, the whole point of the show was to find other folks who were interested in the same stuff that we were and that I was personally, and to kind of share that with you guys and have you guys share it as well, or have or want to know about it, or
have like a joined experience.
have a joint experience or interest in finding new stuff, because I mean I'm always looking for new fucking cool stuff, which we're gonna get into some more stuff into the new year about, like, especially because like Brad Henderson's working magic over at TerrorVision. He's fucking on it. He bought a whole bunch of shit, and he's like unearthing all these fucking things that
Someone else you really
nobody
should be
would
following on
ever
Twitter.
fucking see. Follow Brad and TerrorVision, and they're doing great stuff over there. But yeah, back to you guys. The support that you've shown us over all of this time, whether it be Patreon or, I mean, there's fucking, you guys are like paying
Right.
for
Super
stuff,
chats.
super chats, and you're paying for stuff, for extra stuff for Patreon.
Buying maybe a T-shirt here or there.
You guys are buying merch from us. You guys are sending us these wonderful letters and gifts and things, and watching our showing up to the live shows and hanging out and just really absolutely blowing our fucking minds. Like, it's a really special thing um when people congregate to listen to you talk, especially
Yeah, yeah.
especially about movies. Like I just I have a I mean y'all know, but like I have a very large passion for film and especially horror stuff, but like special effects and how everything's made. And I wanted to be a filmmaker myself, and I'm sure some of you guys are filmmakers or aspiring filmmakers or just love movies in general, and that's why you're here in the first place. But like it's so fun to be able to and so and like I mentioned before with where you know how do you beat the depression and stuff, it's like
Mm.
it's so great to share things with each other and kind of navigate through that cloud, that dark cloud of bullshit, you know what I mean? So again, I've said this so many times, you guys are integral to the show, not only keep going, but like we need you as much as you need us, vice versa. So it's a
Yeah, I
very
agree.
it's a very symbiotic relationship, and I just want to say thanks, like from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are fantastic, and I can't wait to give you guys some or we can't wait to give you some more stuff in 2024 and make it even better than this year. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say.
Uh, I mean, that is always the goal, right, Joe? Like to
Yeah.
kind of make every season better, or at least like learn something different every year. And I feel like every year we do, I think, kind of accomplish both of those things. Even though, like I said a little earlier in the show, I feel like I kind of wish we did more this year. But like when you start to kind of go down the list, we actually did quite a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, next year is another year to kind of just say, all right, we did this in 2023, we did this in 2022, 2021, and so on and so forth. What worked, what didn't? What did you guys, the dumpster dwellers, like? What maybe didn't you like? Which I'm sure there's a little bit. We do see the comments. 99% of you love it, but there's always the trolls. But
There's always that one fucking guy who's like never saw the channel. He's like,
yeah.
"What the fuck you guys are talking about? What? This doesn't even make sense. I thought this was a full movie."
Well, yes. But my point is that I guess to Joe's point, even is that we do really appreciate all the feedback and all the comments, and because otherwise we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Like, yeah, we're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about no matter what.
Sure.
But if you guys don't let us know what's working, what isn't working. I mean, we could take that advice and throw it in the trash, or we can look at it. And no, seriously though, and
It's
be
kind of the
like,
point of
oh,
the
you
show.
know what? They've got kind of a point.
Yeah.
And like, to both of those points, sometimes we see advice and it's like, all right, this guys know what the fuck they're talking about. And sometimes
Sure.
like, you know what? They're actually making a really good point. And we actually, if you watch, if you are the person
Avid watchers.
that is an avid watcher that maybe left
Or
for
listener.
2 cents, and you might pick up on that.
Yes.
But yeah, I just appreciate all the support and watching the show, and hope next year we can kind of bring it to you, because there's a lot of stuff that, again, not to beat a dead horse, there's stuff that's sitting like there's a slot of paper shoved in the back of my fucking back pocket
Yeah.
of just titles I would love to cover.
Yes.
And I think next year, not at the risk of jinxing us or myself, knock on whatever this dumpster table
Formica
made
or
out
whatever
of,
the fuck this is.
that we're really going to try to blow the hatches off the old dumpster and really kind of just give you everything we've been trying to the last couple of years. Again, reworking some of the formula, if you will, behind the scenes. But really excited about next year, and I'm glad that you guys are all here with us on the old journey.
Before we get out of here,
Yes, we got a couple more super chats.
Bill, thank you so much. Looking forward to what you guys are got coming in 2024. Happy New Year, Joe and Sean, to all the dumpster dwellers. Thank you so
Happy
much.
New Year, Bill.
Happy New Year to you guys, everybody. Bright Fiver with the $100
Yeah.
banger. That's my dad, by the way. Thanks,
Thanks,
Pop.
Joe.
Thanks, Pop. Love you too.
Thank you.
Brandon Ginsburg with the 20 bomber. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Brandon. Really appreciate that. And yeah, Happy New Year. Have a fucking great time. Go see your family. Go be with people you love. Okay? And
Watch a good movie if you can't for whatever reason.
And if you can't for whatever reason watch a good movie, just do something that makes you feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
And ring in that new year, and I don't want to say new year, new you, because that's a little fucking cliche bullshit.
But, there's some truth
But,
to
like,
that, all right? Mentality.
Anybody who's not sure about what's coming the new year, or not sure about themselves or don't have a lot of confidence in themselves, do yourself a favor and take the time to give yourself the care that you need and ring in the new year on a very positive note, and then keep that shit going. Keep that shit going. Fucking latch onto it. Don't fucking let go of it, and just keep going and plow through the fucking year and just kick some ass. Do what you love. See the people that you want to see. Cut the fucking people out of your life that are not giving you what you need or that are just dragging you down. Just cut the rope to the anchor and sail the fuck away into the sunset with Godzilla. Okay?
Jump on one of those spikes.
Jump on one of those spikes.
Hope it doesn't turn purple.
For sure. Life's too short to get caught up in the bullshit. So love yourself and love others even harder. And yeah, Happy New Year. Have a great one. And
watch Ghostbusters 2 for Happy New Year.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I'm watching it tomorrow.
I don't want to tell you to go to fucking Patreon because that's fucked up after all that nice stuff we just said. But like we do have a watch along of Ghostbusters 2 if you want to check it out. It's on Patreon. If not, fire up that fucking DVD or that Blu-ray or stream it or whatever and fucking Happy New Year.
Yeah.
From good old Pete Venkman himself.
Or like Charlie with the final super chat, I think, of the live show saying going to the temple to hear the New Year bells. Will you enjoy that, Charlie?
Beautiful, man.
I'm not one on going out personally on New Year's. I gotta say, God bless to anyone that goes out in that New York City crowd. Holy shit, that looks like a nightmare, but maybe a good time.
I'm gonna be watching it from a streaming channel while I stay at home, while I play some fucking Mario Party and Mario Kart and eat some good food with my wife and some of my friends.
I'll be sleeping.
And there you
Probably. or maybe on the couch or in bed. We'll find out.
For sure. Again, we love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for your continued support. And we will catch you in 2024.
Yes.
Have a great weekend. Have a great night. Have a great next year.